生物结构中的未来。
C'est parmi les 10 Wondersgta dans l'Odyssée.
Well, hello there, and welcome to the stream. I'm back again after a nice stint last night. Managed to get a lot of campaign done. Yeah, we're going to be carrying on from Clarke County, Nevada, and then going on to 5-star China. Going to do a little bit longer tonight, potentially 3 to 4 hours. We're aiming for get a load of this campaign done. Yeah, so hello to Karel Barassa in the chat. I just want to say, Karel, thank you so much for sticking around for so long last night. Honestly, you really did keep me going. There we go. Let me just adjust the stand a little bit there for the cam. Arco9, how's it going, buddy? You doing okay? Welcome to the stream. I'll load up in just one moment. The drink of the night is Pepsi. Not sponsored. It's tradition. Yeah, right. So, if you remember, last night got to most of the way through Clarke County. And now we're going to be moving on, once we've done that, to China. That's the way I completed the game the first time, and for any new viewers to this stream or anybody watching on replay, this save file will be eventually uploaded to the Nexus, the 100% campaign save file, along with the ability to load up and get the research trophy, because I know a lot of people I've had trouble getting E. coli, salmonella and hookworms research. I did a video on that, but some people are having trouble. Some people on that video have reported it's worked almost instantly. Other people have said they've run it for hours and they still haven't got the research. It's completely random. I can't help with that, unfortunately. So hopefully the save file will go some way to fixing that for the PC players anyway. Arco9 says... Marconian. Okay, forgot YouTube doesn't show preferred account name anymore. Okie dokie. Well, would you like me to call you Arc or Marconian? It's up to you, mate. It's up to you. Right, so we've got a storm coming in. Agitated storm. Just remembering where we was actually up to last night. Trying to get the Sternbergia rocking and rolling from what I can remember. So we'll get that genome going. This is, of course, part 2 of the 100% live guide. So I'm going to be pretty in-depth explaining what I'm doing in this run, even if you might already know the information or whatnot. Hopefully you learn something during this stream. Feel free to ask questions about anything I'm doing on stream as well. Regarding the gameplay or just chatting, I'll do my best to read out chats, respond to them as quickly as possible. The stream's on low latency, so should be able to respond to you fairly quickly. Okay. I'm just waiting for the storm to pass before I can really do anything here. Yeah, tell you what, in the meantime, if we can rest up some scientists, that's not going to be too much of a bad thing. Just rest up one. As soon as we get 50% genome for 20 species, things are really going to start to speed up. Okay, so we've got Tapijaras in there. Increase total species to 3. Increase genome of the Sternbergia. Yep, we're on track here. We're on track for good results. Gotta love that. Gotta love that treasure. Some free treasure. Okay, so... there we go. Hopefully my power station will come back online now. Is this not covered by a maintenance post? Because I would expect... ooh, yeah, that's bad. Okay. Let's get another maintenance post there. And get this, queued up with the maintenance team. Okay, if I seem a little bit slow, I just had a little nap. That was a little bit, a bit waffy, as it were, but I found that last night kind of the momentum built as the stream went on, so hopefully that'll be the case here as well. Oh yes, that reminds me. If you remember last night, I said about the path width. This will actually restrict how many guests are getting into the amenities buildings. You see, they're overcrowded. So last night, one of the last things I did before I came off the stream was to research the medium width paths. Okay, this is crucial mid to late game, that you be expanding all of your paths. We've got loads of money, so I'm just going to do them all, but you only really need to do them in the red areas around where your attractions are and where your amenities are. So hopefully now in management views, that has alleviated the crowding. It's not fully fixed it, as you can see, but it's alleviated it, which is good. Okay, Carell says, I remember you talking about the bandwidth last night. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure. The bandwidth. The path width, do you mean? Yeah. The bandwidth. I don't recall any connection issues, but it's all good. You know, like a good laugh. So we need increased total dinosaur species. So from here, obviously with the expeditions for Geosternbergia fossils, wherever they went, I think I should have them all now. Enough to get 100% on the Geostern. Yeah, can't quite thingy, but you know I'm a stickler for getting 100% genome before hatching, so I'm gonna focus on the Geosternbergias first. Okay, we'll send an expedition out, because the sooner we can be getting like 100%, over 50% with more than 20 species, that's when the real treadmill starts of fossils, expeditions, all that good stuff. Okay, so the way I'm going to set this save up is get it to a point where I'm going to leave one fossil and one bit of research to be done, and then I'll upload it to the Nexus. So for any PC players that play the campaign, they can't be bothered to excavate every fossil and whatnot, or get them last bits of research for them achievements, then I'll share the save either as a new file or alongside the new 100% complete save file that unlocks all the statues, which is doing really well on Nexus as well. It's now the most downloaded 100% save file for the game, which is good. I like it. Okay, so we've got the maintenance team doing the rounds there. We're on triple speed. I'm not really too fussed about this, because yeah, once you get to a certain point with money, it becomes almost impossible to fail. So yeah. So we're ticking along now. I'm just extracting the Geosternbergia fossils, and yeah, we'll do that for now then. I've got a scientist to rest there. Rest up, scientist. Gonna hit pause here real quick, because you can see there's a load of water here that I don't want. This will make it very difficult to build anything in this area. So I'm just going to spend a moment clearing all of that out, and then that's basically going to be usable build space. Yep. Okay. And there is also, later in the stage, this all opens up, and as you can see, it's kind of on a different tier. There's quite a cliff along that edge. You can flatten it all off, but I'm not necessarily going to do that. The way we're going to complete this is to get the 3 pterosaur species in, and then it requires getting total pterosaur species, if you look in the bottom left, number of flying animals up to 40. So this enclosure for Geosternbergias is going to be really big, and I'm just going to let them breed. Yeah, so that's going to be the plan for this, and then finish the objective with land animals. Yeah, it's going to be much better, much more efficient. So that's what we'll get on with. This is going to be a very, very large enclosure. I want these Geosternbergias literally breeding. Yeah. Like crazy, you know. So let's make this large. It's going to really obliterate the cash supply a little bit, but That's okay. Do it kind of like that. That's actually a huge aviary. Okay, I left a little bit of space on the side there so that the viewing galleries can actually cover all of that. So you'll see what I mean. If I get one on that corner there, probably one there, one here. We want as much of this covered as possible with viewing galleries. As you can see, I've got tons of money. Money is really no object at this point. Okay, there's a little blind spot there. I'm not bothered. Okay, and then maybe one just here. Okay, then we'll go over to paths, turn the replace off. Everything from this point wants to be medium paths going forwards. I don't want invisible paths, that'll make things awkward. Okay, so there we go. Oh yeah, got to remember to place the hatchery as well. Always good policy to get your hatchery in. How much is that? 500. Okay. Well, we're making a lot of money, so it's not an issue. We'll get this money back real quick. Okay, and then bosh, 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 bosh. Bosh, 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 bosh. Obviously, all that will need to be powered. A maintenance team will be on it. Ranger team. You know, and I'll have separate ones for that, like I explained last night about making sure your maintenance teams aren't too spread out because it makes them inefficient. So I'm going to explain that as I do that in a moment. Just explain it quickly again, shall I say. Watch out for the substation glitch, which I mentioned also last night. So I'm just making sure to avoid any of them problems. Okay. The substation glitch is basically when you're on the pylon, if you scroll quickly enough to that small substation, it actually displays the backup generator. Yeah, I might put a bug report in for that. Whether anything had been done about it, I don't know, but it'd be worth a go, I guess. Okay, right, let's get all these powered up. Notice I'm on pause at the minute just because I knew that this would kind of partially drain the bank account, so I don't want anything going wrong in the meantime. Okay, when I said money's no object, it's allowed me to build all of that with quite a nice comfort, you know, a buffer zone, shall we say. Once again, look at this, look, the medium amenities to be absolutely abused. So what was that one? Medium food amenity straight away. We're going to place, delete, repeat. Yeah, that's the motto. So we place that, we delete it, okay, and then we can just do another objective just to make money, just like that. Expedition, once again, this is what I said last night about making sure that you always pick the easy objectives. Angel Lee Williamson, hello, welcome to the stream. I hope you're doing well. Do you like Jurassic World Evolution? Have you cleared the campaign, possibly? I'm here trying to show how to play the campaign 100%, and once I'm done with that, as part of this live stream series, I will do all of the Jurassic Challenges as well, which may be more interesting to some people because I've had a lot of comments on my full long plays of them Jurassic Challenges. Like, I really, for example, air quotes, you know, I'm having trouble with this one or whatever. Okay. Angel Lee Williamson says, I can't have PlayStation 4. Yeah, it's kind of a gift and a curse, really, that this is now current gen and PC only. For the people who have current gen, PS5s, Xbox Series X and PC, it's a blessing, but obviously for the older gen, not so good. But there is a lot of new mechanics in this game, you see, which require the extra grunt of a newer piece of hardware, basically. Jurassic World Evolution 2 is very possible though, and that game is still very, very good. So is Jurassic World Evolution 1. Okay, so from what I explained last night about these maintenance posts, over here is my maintenance team. Somewhere in this lot is the maintenance squad. There they are. But basically, because they go to about here, if I start putting maintenance posts round here, it's going to take them maintenance teams ages to get up and round there. So you only ever want your maintenance teams covering like a modest kind of area, you know. Because I think one of the ending mission objectives for this is to have a high 95% or more maintenance rating. So you definitely want to be having, you know, plenty of maintenance teams that are local to the maintenance posts. Okay, you'll see what I mean. So this maintenance post here, facility, is going to cover just this on its own, yeah? So it's not getting distracted too much, having to travel too far, whatnot. Okay, I do like the automation of all this stuff. Having to manually maintain buildings and fences, pylon stuff in Jurassic World Evolution 1 and 2 is a bit of a pain. Okay, so there we go. That one maintenance team now is just going to cover this entire aviary and local area. You see how that'll work really well. I'm also going to have another ranger team here. Out there, that'll do. Yeah, go on, let me place, there we go. And place that like so, because these are going to be solely responsible for this. With the aviaries, it takes the ranger teams an absolute age, because they have to go to the hatchery, the aviary hatchery, and then send out a drone. It takes a very long time. So with large aviaries and stuff, make sure that you basically only you've only got a ranger team maybe covering one or two, is what I'm trying to say. So onto there. Remember, we was doing advanced equipment last night. That guarantees egg synthesis success. So you'll always get the max batch of eggs. Very, very useful. Okay, we're doing the last of the Geosternbergias there. Research. Okay. Search armor herbivores 2. Okay, I'll see if I can do that. Armor herbivores 2. Yeah, I think my logistics guy is, you know, on a break possibly. So let me see if I can train up this one to confirm. Someone else with logistics there as their kind of key skill. Yeah, he's resting. He's my big logistics guy. I'm going to have to wait on that for now, unfortunately. But not long, a couple of minutes. In the meantime, we'll send out another expedition, because we want to be getting the 50% with 20 species. Hammered herbivores, dig site 1 at the science centre. You know, I have been saying about build the medium amenities, but for this I am going to go with the discovery, because it's the last faction reputation I need is the security division, and basically I'm going to be able to do that very shortly anyway. So I'll do armoured herbivores 1 and then 2. Okay, and be sending out expeditions, hatching Geosternbergias, all that good stuff. I'm trying to recall where I put my staff centre as well. I'd like to see if I can put any upgrades on that. Extraction capacity. You see, look, I'm just having a look at it now. Look, increase knowledge of 20 species to 50%. Okay, we'll actually research this right now. There we go. Because I'm going to need that for down the line anyway. Basically all research I'm going to need. So, right, that's the Geosternbergia up to 100%. Okay, I'm going to rest Kamara up there. Okay, and then we're going to be good for quite some time then. Another expedition. What's this? Archaeornithomimus. Yep, be good for something. These are going to be the land creatures that are hatched later in the stage. Okay, Right, so let's have a quick look on management views. It's always good to be keeping an eye on these things. Shelter, restrooms there. I know transport's going to be a little bit of an issue. That's okay. Right, we'll just do that. We can research the monorail later, so that's fine. Let's just slow down time a little bit there because there's a bit going on. I want to make sure I'm explaining everything. So on these management views, you can see all of the amenities are actually fine. Restrooms and shelter there is not exactly fine. Small hotels reporting 100% accommodation rating, but just to make sure for future that we're getting plenty of accommodation rating, it's always good to be one hotel ahead, basically. So we'll have another hotel here, along with the restrooms and shelters that are going to be required anyway for later. There we go. This should keep everyone really happy. Keep that money flowing in. Look at that, 370,000 per minute. On later stages, we're going to be getting that close to 1.5 million, maybe 2 million a minute for some of the later stages. Yeah. So on this hatchery, we've got advanced equipment, and we're going to go for that Geosternbergia. We're going to make it humble. Remember, we actually researched that last night, the humble trait. Okay. Angel Lee Williamson says only males have random skin. Ah, I didn't know that. Is that like some kind of bug or something? Okay, right, so we've got that. I can't do any of them just yet, so we'll have to leave it as that, okay? Let's see if I can put anything on this yet. I really want extraction capacity. Yeah, look, 13 out of 20. This is what we want. And this here also, for the extraction capacity, gives the dig yield as well, which gives extra treasure extra treasure on dig sites, and lets you extract more fossils each and every time as well. Wow, that was some treasure. Okay. It's like, wow. Right, let's get that going. Okay. Can I place another staff centre? No, not yet. Not yet I can. I can if I research it. Let's get that research. So another staff centre. Because we're earning that much profit now, we can literally just start getting loads of scientists and just rampage through all these research objectives, basically. That's the idea. That's the plan. Okay, expedition. Basically getting as many to 50% as possible. Okay, Homalocephaly, that's a relatively cheap dig site, so we'll go for that. Angel Lee Williamson says make some male flying reptile random pattern. Okay, for these Geosternbergias, I'll change all of them to randoms. Okay, because these are going to breed as well. So, okay, very shortly I'll be hatching those. We'll triple speed it because we've got all that research going on. Can't really do anything until that kind of all happens. So yeah, this is going to be absolutely crazy for you know, breeding and all that stuff in here, because one of the last objectives here is to get 40 total flying reptiles, along with 10 unique species. So this is going to be where the Geosternbergias are humble and just breed like crazy, similar to how these Kuaijaras are. You know, struggling to pronounce that last night. That's all good. Right, research then. First of all, we'll get another staff centre, means we can hire more scientists. Okay, and it wouldn't be a bad idea for me to check on my power as well, because oh, is that auto attached? Fair enough. Where is my power station? Where is it? There. 60 out of 60. So basically I'm leaning on the emergency generators at the minute, which I don't want to do because they're very expensive to refuel. So we'll basically hook that up to the existing grid, and that should solve our power woes for now. Yeah, there we go. Lovely. Now, hopefully nothing is being powered by emergency generators because they cost like 300k to refuel. Very, very expensive. Very inefficient, right? Okay, we've already got an expedition going. That's fine. Right, I can hire more scientists, so let's go ahead and do that. Some genetics, that's good. And welfare, good, because we're going to be doing Geosternbergias. It also means that I can actually train the scientist up to higher levels as well. Don 007, welcome to the stream. I hope you're doing well. If you have any gameplay questions or anything like that, feel free to ask. This is the 100% playthrough. So at this point I'm making that much money, I'm just training everybody up to their kind of max potential, and then we're going to go on a rampage of research, expeditions, things like that. Okay, because part of this 100% playthrough is going to be getting all the research. So, okay. The best way to do that is make sure that all your scientists are trained up, because in campaign money becomes kind of no object. You may as well make use of every bit of money that you get, you know. We'll have this guy as an all-rounder. That makes him look fairly good. And then another nice all-rounder there. Yeah, good. Okay, and then we'll train her up quick as well. Looks like she can do more training. No. This guy can do more training, so okay. Why not? It's not free, but if we can get everybody trained up. Look at that as a nice all-rounder. Okay, Don says, is this game early access? No, it's a full release. Yep, fully released this game, yep. Released about 2 weeks ago, 21st of October it released. Okay, so now we've actually got tons of extra skill points. We can do Armoured Herbivores Dig Site 1. I need a big logistics guy. There we go. And hopefully I can do Dig Site 2 at the same time. I can, because that was requested. Okay, so we'll get both of them researched, because I've got the objective there going. The contract objective for research Armoured Herbivores Dig Site 1. So we'll triple speed. We're doing really well on this now. Everything's going well. Even with all them scientists, lot, I've only took a slight dip in profit. Because bearing in mind it'd be income minus expenses would be your profit. So, right, one set of research complete. We can now start absolutely abusing research on this. So we can upgrade the staff centres again. Scientist training level up. Okay. Don says, so are you creating new dinos for your park? Yes. Yes, but with this being the 100% playthrough, there's a lot of research and other tasks that go on in the background, which it's really useful to do early in the game, basically. So I'm just making sure I'm setting myself up for long-term success, because basically it's okay to kind of just throw loads of dinosaurs out. If you haven't got your park set up properly, you're gonna not do very well. And not only that, but for the next parks, if you've not got stuff researched, you're gonna be slowing yourself down because you've not actually got all the logistics stuff ready to go, you know. So before I leave here, I want to have 20 species over 50% genome, and then I can do the research for dig yield and fossil extraction capacity, which a lot of people, I dare say, when they're playing this, don't have. But highly recommended that you do. Okay, there's the Hamalo. Oof, that one needs a... That scientist needs a break. You can see how I'm just chomping through research, expeditions, and fossil extractions now. Triple speed while the money's rolling in. I could now hatch Geosternbergias, but I'm going to wait just a little bit longer, because I can just be absolutely abusing these these dig sites basically. So that's what I'm doing right now. Okay, so we're doing that. Is there anything I can research in the meantime? Attractions, lagoon viewing gallery. That'll be useful for later stages, but I'm not going to do that just yet. Basic activity, innovation center. I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll have that one because some of the contracts require you to build a functional park tour. So if you get that researched, yeah, we don't want any of them. No, don't want to increase genomes. Medium amenity, you know, I love it when they pop up. Medium drink amenity. You know the motto, don't you? Place, delete, repeat. Look at that, easy money, easy money. And then we can get another objective as well, so that's all good. Right, fossils extraction. Ooh, nice. That pushes that clean over the 50% right from the beginning. Okay, we'll pick another objective. Yeah, skip. Oh look, medium amenity. Is that drinks again? One medium drinks amenity. Okay. Don't mind if I do. Place, delete, repeat. Yeah, it's a good motto. Right, we've got more fossils there. Yep. New expeditions. What's this on this corner here? Dreadnoughtus. Ooh, that's a bit pricey. We'll leave that for a moment. All of these dinosaurs I'm getting the genetics for here are essentially going to be the ones that finish the objectives here. Once we've done the total dinosaur species to 3, I believe it unlocks this area of the map. Yeah. Angel Lee Williamson says Stegosaurus hate Triceratops species. Yeah, you got to be careful about cohabitation, but a good rule of thumb is, yeah, Stegos and Ceratopsians don't get on. Don007 says, wow, the game looks nice and plays well. How long have you been playing this game now? Well, I've clocked up over 100 hours. I've 100%ed it already, but I do guide videos, long plays and stuff, and I get a lot of comments about people having trouble with the game. I was going to do a guide video, but I realised, I ain't streamed in a long time. I may as well just do the 100% playthrough and explain everything I'm doing all the way through it, basically. So anybody who has a specific problem, I can just link them with a timestamp to a specific point in the live stream, which covers exactly what I'm talking about. And that's why I'm kind of not over explaining, but explaining in the best detail I can exactly what I'm doing, basically. The game does look nice. It looks amazing at times, and it plays great. I've got this 4K max everything, basically. Yeah, I've only had one crash in the entire time playing this game as well in 100 hours, which is very, very good for modern day games. Right, we've got fossils to extract. I was on triple speed there. The time was just flying by. Okay. Don't actually need that. Don says, appreciate you for taking time and helping us on how to play the game. That's all good, mate. It's all good. For Jurassic World Evolution 2, I actually hold a load of world record speed runs on that. And this game plays extremely similar. It's the same game underneath a coat of paint with extra stuff added. So the first time I started playing this, it was like a duck returning to the water, Maybe a weird analogy, but that's exactly how it was. If you've played Jurassic World Evolution 2, you'll be very at home playing this. Yeah, there we go. Getting slightly distracted. I don't mind that one bit. Dig sites. Okay, we're going to want more small herbivores because they're going to be for the species variety later on. We've already fulfilled the requirements there. We'll get that researched. do another expedition. Okay, you'll see how quick you watch. We'll go from like literally like three and a half stars on this to 5 stars out of nowhere. You'll see how this works. This setup will pay off. Just taking a little bit of time for now. Okay, so I think it's about time then to start hatching these Geosternbergiers. Don't know why I said it like that. Geosternbergiers. What's the what's the batch size on them? 1 to 3. Ugh, I'll do a second batch. We're gonna want probably it's 1 to 3, 3 males, 3 females, probably. A load of nests all throughout. They're all humble, and then we can just let them breed into the space. A real quick tip which I brought up last night, on this management screen you can see the appeal modifiers. I'm trying to point the right way. There, roughly on the screen. Every single stage in this game has modifiers for dinosaur ratings, so make sure that you've taken note of that. So these Geosternbergiers will be boosted by, what's that, 96? And on top of that, when dinosaurs are naturally bred, they have an appeal modifier as well. So you're getting like bonus, you know. Don007 says, sounds like James Bond saying, Money Penny. Miss Money Penny. Yeah. Geo. I can't even do it now because I'm giggling. Right, so there we go. I'm getting a little bit distracted from the task at hand. I never mind that. I always enjoy interacting. Angel Lee Williamson says, can you make baby pteranodons? Yeah, basically every species in the game, apart from the hybrids, you can make juveniles of. You can get them to breed, should I say. So there is actually juveniles in here of these kawaii jaras. If I go to normal speed, look, that's a juvenile there, so that's a baby one. I know it's not a pteranodon, I'm just showing you. They're the juveniles. I'll find an adult just to show you. So there's an adult one with a big head crest, and then these are the juveniles, look, slightly smaller. Yeah, and eventually they mature and grow to full size. I do have pteranodons in here, but the enclosure's not really big enough for them to breed. Yeah, in fact it's slightly uncomfortable, that one, because it's not quite enough stuff in there for it, which is a bit of a shame. So we'll kind of what's going on now? I've deleted some of the barren. Okay, have we gone up on pasture? There we go. And then just need a tiny little bit more barren. Then that deletes the pasture. A little bit of pasture in this corner, maybe. Will that please? It will. There we go. Don says, did they add any new species in this game or hybrids? Yes, there's a few new species. Off the top of my head, I can't say specifically all of them, but there's a few. And there's a few species removed, but Frontier are basically releasing the species from Jurassic World Evolution 2 that are missing in this. They're releasing at least one a month as a free update back into the game. So eventually this will have basically every dinosaur that Jurassic World Evolution 2 had. Remember I said I was going to do 3 males, 3 females here. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. 3 females. And then once they come out to hatch, I'll see what they need to be comfortable, and then put a load of nests down and look at the area they'll have to breed in here. And that'll boost up to the final 5-star requirement, as you can see, of number of flying reptiles up to 40. I may need to do another aviary, but that's all good. That's not going to be an issue. Okay. Need to be keeping on top of these fossils coming in. Remember, I've done a few researches for expedition sites now, so I'm just getting as many as I can up to 50%. Okay, Let's check the upgrade for the science centre for extraction capacity. What's that say, 18 or 19 now? Remember, I'm on a very small window playing this game. Looks like 18 probably. Okay, so not far off. We're not far off now from getting dig yield on the expedition centre and extraction capacity. Then you'll see just how fast these fossils start flowing in. Yeah, we don't want any of them. We don't want any of them. Expedition, there we go. We've already got an expedition on the go, so we'll basically have a free expedition there. Angel Lee Williamson says, R.I.P. Bracky in Jurassic Park in Fallen Kingdom. I know. I know, it's like... oh, brutal. Proper tearjerker, that one, isn't it? That is brutal. Right, another expedition then. Wherever I can get away with, basically. Dropiognathus, not a bad idea. And then there's a few scientists here which, you know, they're not completely exhausted, but we'll get them kind of rested up. And we're triple speeding it now. We're just triple speeding through this. Okay, incubating those. Expedition waiting because we've got so many fossils now that the expeditions are waiting. That's all good. Okay, we can look at fossils again. Let's get as many as we can. This should actually boost to a point where I can do the fossil extraction and dig yield. You'll see just how crazy that is once you get them two working together, you know. Okay, triple speed in it still making loads of money, less than we was, but I've actually got expensive scientists now. I'm not too bothered. Fossil extraction complete. Okay, that's all good. I may now be able to get that fabled extraction capacity upgrade. Look at that. Let's go. And then the expedition centre, when that research is done, I'll be able to put the dig yield, improve yield on that, which will give more fossils and more treasure, and then I'll be able to extract more fossils each time as well. So you can just start churning through the fossils that you bring back. Because bearing in mind for this 100% playthrough, I intend to be getting all dig sites, all fossils. Yeah, it's not a true 100% without it. So, what's the money like there? The money's absolutely fine. The money's more than fine, actually. Okay, another one that needs a rest up. Okay. Angel Lee Williamson says female flying reptiles done. Yeah, I'll release them now then. I was just kind of waiting a little bit. These are the males, I believe. The first one's out.
I'm in the process of negotiating a new land purchase in the area.
Geo Sternberg is.
I'm doing it without exploiting the goodwill of an old friend.
Okay, and then we've got these to go as well. These are the females. There is dimorphism with this, so the males and females of the species do have slight differences. Yeah, random skins, of course, so they're all going to be different colours. And let's just see what these need to be happy. Remember, they are humble, so they're going to need far less environmental stuff to be happy. So they need cover, so we'll stick a bit of cover along this edge. They're going to need some pasture, so we'll stick some of that along this edge. That should provide loads. Okay, then we'll get the water that they require smack bang in the middle. They're going to need a bit of wetland, which can all cram over in this corner, I guess. Let's just lower that a little bit. Yeah, because if these are like 999 happiness in the enclosure, they're going to breed really easily, you see. Pasture, which is all along that edge, and then some Fish feeders, we'll do like 3 of them because then that'll give a high chance of E. coli, salmonella and hookworms. Okay. We also are going to require the aviary nesting site. 3 of them is going to be the best because we've got 3 breeding pairs, so we're going to want these to be breeding like crazy. Okay, let's put a nest there, a nest there, and then be very hands off with the breeding. They'll do all that themselves basically, without any encouragement, shall we say, because they're going to be so happy in here that they've basically hit the jackpot. You know, watch how quickly when they hit that pasture. I'm hoping they're going to be like 999% happy with everything in here. There we go. And it fills up as they discover that pasture along that edge. Yes, look at that. Look at that. And yeah, they're going to be ready to breed. They've not discovered the wetland, which is all along this edge. They'll get to that. Okay, so I need to make some extra money. That will unlock this little area here. Okay. In the meantime, that research is done. So on here, key tip, extraction capacity. Yep, lovely. And also we want on the expedition center, we want the improved yield. Okay, Angel Lee Williamson says add workshop nest. I've already placed these now, but for the next ones I will. Okay. Because it'll mean deleting all of them, and yeah, it's all good. Why does this say no valid dinosaurs? Have they not actually discovered that yet? No, they haven't. Okay. These are all going to be over the moon with this. Just need to make that extra money. So with the expeditions now, we can just be absolutely hammering these expeditions. Fossils, you'll see, look how many I can extract now with this. Yeah. Gonna be flying now. Flying through these expeditions and extractions. Make the extra money. Shouldn't take too long. That message there that popped up was dinosaurs fighting. That'll be one of them basically fighting for dominance. Yes, not to be worried about. They do that. Small chance of injury. No big deal. Okay. Expedition complete. I don't think that dig yield would have took effect because it was slightly before. You know, I did that before I put the dig yield on there. Okay, another expedition. We're going to want to be clearing as many of them dig sites as possible before leaving, essentially. Some of these are locked for now. There we go. Where's my logistics guy? There we go. Any other things I can research while I'm here? It's not going to be a bad thing. Okay, just get as much research as possible. While I've got all these scientists here, I may as well put them to work, can I? Just need logistics for that. Yeah, there is hybrids in this, as you can see. There's what, 7 hybrids in total. Gene modifications are really easy to do. Fertility, that's a really good one for later in the game. So we'll have that now. While we've got all this money and all these scientists, may as well put it all to work. Because in the next stage, obviously, you'll start with very little money, and then, yeah, becomes a pain, you know. Okay, so it's saying make the extra money, but I keep spending all the money. Never mind. Never mind. Right, let's get some carnivores on the go. There we go. Rest up the scientist in the red. Angel Lee Williamson says flying reptiles tune in breed. I'm not entirely sure what that means. Okay, these carnivore dig sites are quite expensive. Hugo, hello there. Says hello, wonder how you're doing. I'm doing great, thank you, mate. We're carrying on Clarke County again, as you can see. I now have the dig yield and extraction capacity that I was saying about last night. Remain disease free. Gives me 2 on the security rating, so I'm going to do that. Nice and easy, that one. So yeah, we've got the dig yield now. Got a load more scientists just literally flying through research while the money's here. Putting the scientists and the money to work, you know. Okay. And it's all going fantastic, I must say. Loki Ceratops, get that done. Any other research? I can probably do some genetics. You'll see what I mean. I basically want to be clearing as much of this as possible. Yeah, look how this is going. Yeah, triple speed in it now with not a lot of cares. Okay, dig sites, another one, medium carnivores. I'm not going to be hatching any carnivores on this. Yeah. Okay, accumulate some more funds. I keep spending all the money I'm earning. It's not a bad thing. We'll end up making more money. It's not a problem. Okay. Right, can I actually tweak maybe 2 Geosternbergias to be fertile now? Let me have a look. I can. That's not going to be bad. Let's confirm that for now then. Angel Lee Williamson says a flying reptile soon inbreed. Possibly. I don't know. No, there's 3 of each. 3 males, 3 females. So, you know, that should fill them up without inbreeding. They'll deliberately not inbreed. So, I'm not too concerned about that. Okay. Expedition map. Get that Troodon up in that corner. I've already got an expedition on the go. Okay. Just waiting for some more money to come in. Yep. We've also got tons of research to be doing. That's now opened up as well. So we've got that. We've actually done the objectives here, but I don't want to leave until I've done 5 stars. Because there is a hidden 10th stage in this campaign. And you need a total of 30 stars to get it, along with 100% reputation with every faction. So for now, we are going to continue till we get 5 stars, which you'll see right at the end. Look, we're just going to fly. We're going to literally just rampage right through to the end of that. Now I've got the fertile trait. I may build another hatchery here. Not hatchery, the aviary, whatever. And do tapijaras. They're very small, they breed easily, they're cheap. You know, what's not to love about all them things. Okay. Right, so this is going to be a big tapijara aviary, because them geosterns are going to breed, but not as quick as these will. And I want to get 40 flying reptiles, basically, relatively quickly now at this point. Yeah, there we go. I've unlocked the Far East now, which is where it's kind of wanting me to go.
East Asia. Vast, mysterious, and beautiful. And, of course, bed of so much discovery and history and progress. But, you know, it's a complex,
tell you what, while the thing is playing, I'm just going to let Tazzy out. Keeps looking at me and hanging around near the back door. So I'm going to be 1 minute. I'll leave the audio running. It's 1 to 2 minutes. I'll be back, okay? Don't go anywhere, please. Thank you. Tazzy, come on then, mate. Good boy.
Sure. But allow me to give a proper briefing on these incredible opportunities. In Indonesia, there are rumors of disease in local dinosaur populations. We are tasked with developing a facility to monitor and handle any outbreaks. A conservation-minded client in China has asked for our help in creating a spacious sanctuary for prehistoric giants. And there is a theme park in Japan that has fallen to ruin. We will need to put it back in working order and make it the success it was always meant to be. All 3 of these sites are significant, both in the importance of the work and in their benefit to our global reputation. These clients expect a lot of us, We best not disappoint.
Right, I am back. Tazzy is still outside. I'm not too concerned about, you know, going to them other places right away. There we go. And I'm not too bothered either about the flying reptiles not being viewable, because that's no longer a concern to get 5 stars for this. We're already making tons of money. It's not an issue. Okay, so there we go, across to there. I would like to know if I can research. Oh, big treasure haul. Okay, get the 5 in there. Look at how much we're extracting now. Look, we're on fire. Expedition map with all of them. Research dig sites. Alberto. How much is that? It's quite expensive. We'll have it. Okay. Rest up that scientist as well. The one that's hiding down there. Look. Yeah. That ranger team, the extra one, we'll pop him assigned to that. We'll also have a maintenance team covering all of this. From the one that we built just a little bit earlier from there. Each maintenance team, maintenance post, facility, whatever, has 2 vehicles. So now look, we've got 1 vehicle covering all of that, all of this, and another vehicle covering all of this. This is what I was saying about getting your maintenance teams to work efficiently. Okay, so on here then we have tapijaras, which we got up to spec earlier. We want them massively fertile, massively humble. Yeah, so these are going to be the breeders. Notice as I increase them genetic changes, it increases the amount of genetic skill needed to hatch them, to synthesize them, should I say. Did I put... No, I forgot my own golden rule of putting advanced equipment on every hatchery, but that's fine. That's all good. That's okay. These are going to be like mad breeders anyway, so it's not going to be too big of a deal. And then our flying reptiles will fly up. I'm going to check the power situation, which is like 14 on that one, so plenty of power left. Then over here is where we're going to have our final enclosures, where we're going to just hatch 6 small herbivores basically to fulfill the final bit of the objective. So with this I'm going to flatten this off, because basically if you don't, it's a pain building here. So you'll see. And terrain tools are free. On the previous Jurassic World Evolution games, they're not. They actually cost quite a lot of money to do terrain manipulation. So having it free on this one, you can build enclosures out of it as well. If you was to check out the Jurassic challenge that I did on Katsuyama, Japan, you have limited fencing. You have to basically make every enclosure out of the environment. So yeah, fun to watch, definitely. Okay, I still prefer fences. I'll say that outright. I still prefer fences. But just for this, you can see how I'm flattening all of this off, because this is going to be where the final herbivores go to complete the 5 stars. We're very close to completing this now, and then we can move on to China. Okay, China's one of the longer stages. That's why I chose it for the next one, basically. It's the way I completed the stages before as well, so it'd be kind of good to do them in the same order. I'll kind of know what I'm doing a little bit more. So there we go. We'll just get that bit done as well. Yep. And you'll see very soon just how quick we go from 3 stars to 5 stars near instantly once I've got it all set up. Number of different species, number of flying reptiles. These need to be incubated. So we have some eggs, 3 females, which is lovely. 2 males, that's good anyway. Get them done. 1 scientist needs a rest. Okay, and we are now flying. We've got an expedition on the go. We've got fossils to extract. We've got scientists resting. We've got research that we can do. Gene modifications, just be turboing through this lot. And as you can see, my speed running ways are now starting to kick in. How I actually do these things, okay? I'll put this on normal speed. Taz is back in. Just going to close the back door. I'll stay speaking. Just while I nip and close this. Okay. Good boy. Good boy, Tazzy. Yeah. Okay, Arco9 did put a message there. I almost read it. Okay. Right, so we'll release these Tapijaras then. I forgot to watch the release animation for them. My apologies. I'll do it for the next batch.
You modified an animal's very genome, implanted that genome into an egg.
Remember that these are fertile and humble, so these are going to be the breeders.
Into the world.
Ah, I've already got an expedition on the go. Okay. Are they all out? Yep, here we go.
It's fun to say.
These are the males.
More fun to look at. The aerial color, that impressive sail behind its head. Yeah.
Ark says, do you have any guess when Frontier's next Twitch drop stream is live? Watching it unlocks purple vehicle skins. I have no clue. No clue at all, mate. No clue. Right, let's edit the environment then. We want to be getting all of these requirements to over like 500% each, basically. They've had a bit of time to explore, only half of the thing, but that gives cover. So if we, there we go, 999%. We'll do a bit more along that edge. This is a huge enclosure for humble Tapijaras, so pasture, let's get that done next. Nice big stretch of that, probably more along there. Gonna need some water along this edge. We'll put a load of water in. Okay, like there. That's actually tons. And then we'll also put 4 feeders. Give us the higher chance of E. coli, salmonella or hookworms. Angel Lee Williamson says, how many dinosaurs escape in Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom? There's a question. All of them. It'd be difficult to count. Very, very difficult. Okay, so we'll put 1 nest there. There's only 2 males at this point, so we'll just put 1 there as well. That is going to satisfy the 40 requirement. These Geosternbergias are yet to breed. I might even put some scientists on that, try and make it happen. Okay, 72% chance. Okay, we're still on pause. Yep, lovely stuff. We are flying. You watch now how fast this goes from 3 stars to 5 stars. You know, this is going to be super duper fast. Okay. Jurassic World Evolution 2 and 1, buildings took time to build. With this, they don't. They're almost instant, but fences still take time to build. So just bear that in mind when you're placing fencing. That's why I'm doing that ahead of time, basically. So I'm going to split this into three different enclosures, just kind of along any old lines, kind of like that, kind of like that. Gonna need, just for now, just to power that up, get that like so. That's now going to be powered as it builds. I'm going to build 3 hatcheries as well. one for each bit. And dinosaur visibility is not a requirement for these hatcheries, so I'm not even going to bother with dinosaur visibility on this. I might put just the cheapest of cheap viewing galleries on there, but I'm not going overboard with it. Okay, I may check guests' satisfaction in a moment, just to make sure that we are getting the maximum money out of the guests. So shelters, toilets, amenities is low down this end, transport is appalling, guest crowded is fine. Okay, so we can get away with now placing some more amenities. This is a shopping amenity. This can be the drink amenity, food amenity should I say. This is the drink amenity. Then we'll also have a toilet, emergency shelter, all that good stuff down this end, and also a hotel. Okay, and then that should keep the guests happy. The only thing that they'll be lacking now at that point will be transport. I'm not too bothered about that. Don't bother me one bit. For now, anyway. I'll see if I can research the transport. But, what's that? Have 800 guests in your park. Yeah, so soon, basically. If you remember the tips of how to configure these that I showed yesterday, you can choose change product or change features. Basically, with the product, try and get one of the things to cover the requirements of one of the bars right from the beginning. And then the others can just kind of, there we go, that's great there, fossil display. Make sure all them bars are fully covered, basically. I did go into much more depth with that last night. I don't want to go into that again because it takes a little bit of explaining. But okay, and then onto here. Now the profits will be even higher on the park, basically. 2 and 2. Kind of going against my own rules a little bit there, but that has worked out fine in the end. Brilliant stuff. Now profits should be way up. Yeah, 355. Look, you watch the bar on the profits, look, shoot up. Brilliant. Should have way more guests in the park very shortly. Yeah, look how long it takes for these fences to build. Look. So that's why I've done them now. Okay. Power, what is the situation? 29. That'll go up more and more, basically, as them fences build. One medium amenity that provides food to the guests.
Could you help with this one?
You alright, Tazzy? Can you hear him coughing there? Okay, so add an upgrade to a small power station. That's going to be quite easy. I can just put storm protection onto one of them. Where are they? About there. Storm defense, yeah. Easy peasy. I might even put it on this one as well. And then hopefully they stay on during storms. Hugo says soon you'll need some monorails. Yeah, the thing is the profits on this one aren't too big of a thing. So, okay. Yeah, that's the transport rating, you see. I may actually now have the amount of guests in the park. Ooh, almost. Almost indeed. I am going to need other guest facilities along here, so let's get a couple more thingies. Substations. That'll cover this pathwork nicely. Okay, and we are now flying. Very close now to 5 stars. It might not look like it because we're only on like 3 and a bit stars, but you'll see. What can I cram in this? We're going to want herbivores. Coryphos go well with galleys, so we'll have some of them. Remember to put my golden rule. Remember to put the advanced equipment on there. Okay, I nearly forgot to do it again. I've not got it researched for the normal hatcheries. Okay, well we'll get that research then. We'll do another expedition over to Sitako. Make use of all this money and scientists now. We've got money flying in. Why did they not do before? Okay. Why am I deselecting them now? Who knows? It's crazy. Okay. Triple speed. Get some more money coming in. Yeah, look at the profit bars have gone up. Me like it. Okay. Right, so when that's researched, very shortly, sandstorm come in. Okay, this is where things can get a little bit problematic. I'm going to drop a quick save here. Okay, because the comfort levels will drop during storms. There's a high chance of a disease called silicosis as well. And in the flap, they can often kind of injure themselves, so... was this a success? No, it wasn't. Retry then. Should have that on auto retry really, but it's fine. Expedition complete. Keeping them fossils flying in. I love it. Okay, next. Archaeornithomimus velociraptor. That's not a bad thing because you need to do velociraptors for a later stage. Okay, storm warning. Thankfully, we've got plenty of maintenance going on at the minute. Remember what I said about efficient maintenance teams as well. So, I'm going to have a maintenance team specifically just for this area. Angel Lee Williamson says, no more power, all reviews app. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure what that means. That's okay. Hugo says, I have to go, hopefully I'll come back later. Okay, dude, thank you very much for spending some time with me and everybody else. And yeah, if I see you later, I do. If not, I'm streaming again tomorrow as well, cracking on with this. So, okay, hopefully see you later. I'm streaming for another few hours yet, so plenty of time. Okay, storm power outage, all good. Triple speed in it as well. So next up we want the maintenance squads all over this from that maintenance team I've created there. That actually just about covers everything. Angel Lee Williamson says modify Loki Ceratops random skin. Okay, I think I've got the Loki Ceratops up to a, you know, a level where I can produce one, so very shortly I will do that. Get the maintenance team all over this, because one of the 5-star objectives for this is to get 95% maintenance rating, so I believe that's right. I mean, it is profit, yeah, infrastructure maintenance, look, there it is. Okay, so now we've got a very efficient system now. Lots of money coming in. Well, there will be when these storms gone away.
Young flying reptile leaves the nest for the first time. And
Okay,
skies get
look at this.
just that little bit
We now have
more
some juvenile Geosternbergias there. Normal speed, come on, let's have a look at these. Geosternbergias. Baby ones, look. Baby dinosaurs. Research available monorail. Okay, can do. Let's keep abusing the capabilities of these extractions. Then we want to research monorails. Yeah, I can't do the underground hyperloops yet, which is a bit of a shame because they are much more neater and tidier than the monorails. It's all good. Let's wait for some cash to build up. And yeah, we'll start incubating loads of species. I'm going to need a few scientists for this, so let's kind of rest up any that aren't busy, because I'm going to need these guys kind of fighting fit for tasks coming up. So let's just rest them up. Okie dokie. Eggs found. Let's have a look. More eggs. These are for the kawaii jaras. Okay, lovely. Now, as you can see, I'm not hatching any more flying reptiles, but they're going to breed up, basically. So let's see if this guy can breed with these. Get some welfare people on that. We need some more flying reptiles, you see, so It's the best way to do it. Okay, I might even put another section on that. What's this? The extra income will be welcome. Publicity rating plus 20%. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, that's good. Extend this out a little bit more so they've got more space. That's actually worked out really well, surprisingly. Attractions, aviary viewing gallery. It's going to need a thingy on there. You know what I'm saying? The substation. And also some pathage to that. Gives them more space, you see, more area. Contracts available, I know. Let's have a look what there is. Ticket sales, no. Guest comfort. Transport rating. I mean, that is being researched, so that's not actually bad. Okay. Got a few resting up. Now, did I put the... Oh, I didn't research them. Advanced equipment. Next one. Advanced equipment. I got hung up on that before, if you remember. Advanced equipment. Okay, and now it's time to start incubating some dinosaurs. Lokiceratops random skin, I remember Angel Lee Williamson saying there. Modify Lokiceratops random skins. Okay, I must say the Lokiceratops is actually amazing in this game. Very nice looking. I'm not going to need these fertile. I might modify them for humble, actually. It's always a good thing. Okay, let's get some of these rocking and rolling. Lokiceratops, Corythosaurus will also go well with that. Let's humble them up. Okay. Only need one more for that. Okay. Next hatchery. Okay, we want galleys. Brilliant. We'll humble them up. Humble it all up. Galleys. You'll do. We also want something that they'll go along with. Myosaura, not a bad choice. Humble them up. Okay, we've had the storm recently as well, so we shouldn't have another one for a while. We are now on the fast track, and I mean the fast track to 5 stars. Lokiceratops, no, Lystrosaurus should I say. Don't need them fertile, just need them humble. Okay, look at this. This is the fast track. Okay, so 34 out of 40. We've got eggs, nests, all sorts of stuff going on. Let's just get as much of this extracted as possible. Faster extraction, that's beautiful. Let's do another expedition. The Raptor's going to be one of these. Velociraptor, Oviraptor. Yeah, lovely dig site then, overall. Look how quick everything is going now. Literally flying. Revenue's up as well. Maintain transport rating. So that is going to be the next thing. Look at the transport rating. Okay, so guests going to want the monorail station, and we'll pop that about there. It's going to be covered by a thingamajig, a substation. We'll have another piece of that here. We'll have another piece of it over here, somewhere out the way of the pylons, and then another one up here. And that should bring our transport rating up. So we'll do the path for that along this edge like so, and then twist that round to there. Then where's the other station? It's over there. Okay, onto there. And then as soon as that builds, we'll get that lovely 1 million bonus, basically, for the contract objective. Why is that not allowing it? That's kind of annoying. It's fine. Do it to there, and then it should. There we go. Right, path them up. I might even have to put down another power station here as well. Okie dokie. There, and also there, like so. We can now fast forward. The track takes a little bit of time to build. That's fine. We also need to incubate these eggs, but I don't want to do that until I've got 5 things to hatch, if you understand what 6 things to hatch. Humble up these Archaeornithomimus. Humble them up, if that's the scientific term, I think it is. Humble them up. Loki, what's that? Adult population, any 4. Okay, get you going. Any 4, good. Get you going. What's this? Galley. Any amount. Oh yeah, 4 of any. Okay. Skittish, not too bothered. Get them going. Myers, 4 of them. Good. We're on the fast track now to 5 stars. All of that, what seemed to have been messing about, has been leading up to this. Okay. Okay. We are flying. Look at this. Look at this. Income per minute from amenities is up. Wow, in a big way. Flyers, we've got them. Now we just need the species variety. 4 out of 10 at the minute. So, basically having these 6 ready to go is going to fulfill the 5-star objective. So, I'm not going to do any more expeditions while I'm here because... like I said in the last stream, you always want to make sure you've cleared all of your fossils before moving on. Every single time, without fail, yeah? Because if you move on, the fossils will be left here, and you won't lose them, but you'll not know where they are. Okay, let's have a quick check, make sure everybody's happy. They are all very happy. The money is now flying in. Let's get another contract because that's expanded. Look at this, look. Provide for your guests. Yeah. Medium amenity that provides food. Easy peasy. Place, delete, repeat. Yeah. Free money. Every time, free money. Dinosaur ready to release. We can now get 5 stars just by hatching these. So, I'm just going to make sure that the guests... No, I'm not even too bothered by that. I need to clear the fossils, though, before I move on. So, that's what we're going to do. We're going to fast forward now. Get the fossils all synthesized, extracted, whatever. Then release these for the 5 stars. Quickly make them happy. And then we're moving on to China. Okay, they are extracted. Boom, 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 boom. Can we get a 5 in there? We can. Look at that. The setup has paid off. Long-term setup planning has paid off here. Okay. Dino's ready to release. That's what I like to hear. And we can actually watch all of the independent hatcheries. Please let me know in the comments if you want to see these hatch out the hatchery, or do you want me to just release them all and get the 5 stars? We'll move on. It's up to you. Let's get a 4 in there, yeah. Clearing up these fossils before we move on. If I can get any more research done while I'm here, quick. Anything potentially, what's this, power 3. Staff task upgrades. Ooh, yeah, that won't be bad to do before I leave. Angel Lee Williamson says, make some male Loki Ceratops too. For the sake of this, I'm not going to do that because we don't need them to get the 5 stars. Okay, if I was building a sandbox park, I'd be all over it. But this is literally function over form at this point. If there's requests for specific skins for stuff that we actually need, yeah, that's fine. But I've spent a while on Clarke County now, and I just want to be out of here onto the next thing, you know. There we go. Right, so let's get that scientist rested up. Them fossils are now doing 1 minute. So we have got them low-key Ceratops coming out with random skins that were requested before. So these are them coming out for Angel Lee Williamson there. The random skin Loki Ceratops. They are impressive in this game.
One of my absolute favorite dinosaurs, the Loki Ceratops. When you hear that name, no doubt, you think of the Norse trickster god Loki. The curved horns at the top of the dinosaur's iconic frill are pretty similar to the curved horn helmet that Loki is often shown wearing, leading to that legendary namesake for this legendary addition to the site.
There we go. I was just letting the intro play for that. Then we have the Corythos, ready to go. Corythosaurus. We're on the home stretch to 5 stars now. I could release them all at once, get 5 stars and leave, but spent most of this stage building up to getting these hatched, so get the payoff for them.
Distinctive looking dinosaur. The Corythosaurus has a
Sunset
bill
on
like
that
a
is
duck
beaut.
and an impressive crest on its head. Kind of makes you wonder if evolution really does have a plan, or if it's
That sunset
just
on there,
trying
look, that
everything
is
until something
beaut.
sticks, huh? Now that I mention it, that might be exactly
This
how
game
it's
is
like.
actually beautiful.
Huh.
Okay, so we need to make these happy. What do these need? Ground leaf. There you go. We're going to need some water too. That'll do. And then over to these Lokis. What do these need? It's usually ground fibre in it for these ceratopsians. Ground fibre, stick a bit of that along there, bit of wetland. They never used to need that before, but they do now. There we go. And a little bit of cover, so we'll replace that. There we go. Now they're happy. Next species, Gallimimus.
The Gallimimus is a sociable animal, but its speed is what stands out to me. The ranger teams are going to have their work cut out for them.
Bit of a lame intro. Myosaura then. Nah. I'll try and remember what dinosaurs have already hatched, so I won't show full release animations going forwards on future streams for this series.
One of the first dinosaurs discovered to have nesting colonies, the Myosaura is both social and relatively friendly. Its name means good mother lizard. What an appropriate name it is.
Okay, let's make these guys happy. Bit of water. That should be more than enough. Ground fibre, ground nut. Okay, can do. Ground fibre, ground fruit. Ground nut is this one. Just a bit there. And then we need the galleys to be happy. Don't need them to be happy. Could literally just hatch them and then run away to China, but you know, I'd like to make sure that if I was to revisit the park, then all is well, you know, upon revisit, and there's stuff all wanting to break out. Right, that's more than enough ground leaf. They just need to explore for it. Listros, these are tiny. Probably the cutest dinosaur in the game, to be honest. Kind of cute in an ugly sort of way. I don't know, the Homalocephaly is pretty cute as well.
A true survivor of the dinosaur world. No one is quite sure how this animal survived the mass Permian extinction event, but survive it did. It might be small in stature and toothless, bar those upper canine tusks, but the Lystrosaurus was a remarkably successful species in its time, and now, of course, in our time as well.
Unidentified ailment. Hopefully it's in the aviary. Okay, I'm not sure if I've even set up a med team yet. No, I've done this so well that so far I've not needed a single med team. Would you believe that? Paleo med. Let's get this down then. Hopefully the disease that they've got in there is E. coli, hookworms or salmonella, which is exactly how I set this up with extra feeders to try and make that possible. Okay, so let's do a medical scan in there. MVU dispatched. Because these are all happy and whatnot, I'm not going to need too many medical teams looking after them. So let's go and see what the med team says about that. And while they do that, Archaeornithomimus, let's go.
You've done one heck of a job here.
And 5 stars.
Next time I'm in the area for work, I'd absolutely come out to this park and take in the paleo sites. Well, I'd probably plan to come out here at least, then regret not doing it on the flight home.
Funny to think this was once a rundown, badly put together attraction. Now it's a bustling facility that keeps its animals secure, well cared for, and most importantly, visible to their adoring public. We made a difference here.
Okay, gotta make these happy quick.
Vegas doesn't stay in Vegas, huh? A success is a success,
ground fibre,
and
ground
this
leaf.
is a
Wait,
big one.
ground fibre,
Its
ground
name
leaf.
might be a mouthful, but the Archaeornithomimus is
Angel
still
Lee
managed
Williamson
to
says,
have the
bye
large
now, I
body.
watched some Jurassic World Fallen
Surprising.
Kingdom Stampede.
There's something
Okie
about
dokie, thank you for
its
joining us for
stature
so
that
long,
feels
by
kinda
the way. It's honestly been a pleasure.
I
And
have no
enjoy the
doubt
film.
that this one will be a real hit with our guests.
Yeah, Fallen Kingdom is a good film. Okay, and what does this need here? Just some ground fruit. Okay, there you go. And some cover. That's manageable. And we've got 5 stars on this now. Lovely. Got the golden pteranodon statue for that as well. Continue is the Y button for now, because I need to see what disease this guy's got. Hookworms. He's got hookworms. Beautiful. That's one of the 3 awkward diseases out of the way. So medicine. Where is hookworms? Disinfect a feeder with hookworms. Okay. So do I have a ranger team assigned to this? Go and disinfect that, please. Thank you. Hurry, hurry. I want to be out of here. I want to fly off to China. Okay. Dinosaur maturation. All this is going well. Just need that. There we go. Now I can do the research. That's 1 down. That's hookworms done. Okay. There's the other 2 there, Salmonella and E. coli, which are very awkward to unlock. So having one of the 3 awkward ones out the way at this stage is very, very good indeed. Okay. I'm going to wait for it to research, but I'm not going to wait for the med team to actually deal with it. Okay. And there we go. It's researched. Lovely. Time to drop a save. Okie dokie. There it is. So, next one, we're going to move on to China. Sichuan Basin. I'm going to go there in a moment. It's going to take 2 minutes, okay? Been streaming for like an hour and a half now, so it's going to take 2 quick minutes as a break. I'll change the thing to be right back. Please don't go anywhere. Honestly, I'll only be 2 minutes. Yeah, just going to grab a drink, fresh ice, all that good stuff. 2 minutes. See you in a moment. hello there. I am back. Let me switch over to that. Just got myself a nice bit of fresh ice there. Lovely. Lovely stuff. Just grab myself a quick drink as well. Lovely. For anybody who's just joined, just completed Clarke County, 5 stars, with very little difficulty, just from the way I set the park up. So, yeah. Now we're moving on to China, Sichuan Basin. Okay. Sichuan Basin, China. Drink of the night, Pepsi. Pretty boring tonight. It's not like you know, cream soda or anything, but with a load of ice it hits the spot. I'll be quiet for the intro, or I'll try.
Sanctuary for titans, huh? You know, prehistoric giants were the first dinosaurs that I ever laid eyes on. But if you're hearing any nostalgia in my voice, well, you'd be mistaken. I mean, don't get me wrong. I was, you know, truly amazed. But I was also struck by how out of time they felt. So immense, so massive, they just didn't seem to fit our world. Well, that's now the very challenge that we all need to solve.
One of my
little bit
favorite
slurpy there.
places in the world. You know we're close to the Shaximau Formation. The fossils found here have been staggering. Over 100 sauropods alone. Giants roam this land. Can you imagine?
Tell you what I'm going to do straight away. There's a lot of useless scenery here.
We're here to create a permanent home for some of the
So,
largest animals to have ever lived. The client is expecting no less than well-cared-for dinosaurs and an effective breeding
Let's get rid of all this
program.
useless
Our work
scenery
here
stuff.
will be under the greatest scrutiny.
Just take some
Wonderful.
space.
I mean, I've spent
There we
most
go.
of my professional life under scrutiny anyway. But I have every faith in your abilities, Dr. Baldera. Make
Very
some
inefficient paths. We'll get rid of them. Okay, so what's that? Observe the details summary. Okay. Number of cohabiting species 3, that's easy. Number of naturally bred animals 15, also easy. Tour visibility 35, very easy. Number of different species 10, very easy. Appeal modifiers, look at this: Giganoto, Therizino, Dreadnoughtus, Patago Titan, Megalodon, whew, okay, Mamenchisaurus, yeah, all the ones that you know, the big ones basically. Listen to radio comms, let that play then. In the meantime, we will delete any water that's in the park.
Won't make for a very successful breeding program. We need males too.
That's just
Not
gonna
a problem.
cause problems if
We'll
it's
need
not deleted
genetic
now.
material in order to synthesize a male, so let's send out an expedition to gather it. While we wait, we
Okay,
can build
loads
a
of build area
location
in this
for
one,
those
so we're going to make
soon-to-arrive
use of that.
sauropods.
Right, arrival imminent of the female Apatosaurus. So, I've hit pause there. Operations, we're going to want an expedition centre. Would have been kind of nice if we had the Apatosaurus done from before. If I knew that, I would have done it, but it's fine. It's not going to take too much time at all to get that done. 5 logistics. What's his skill? Faster expeditions. Oh man, that's beautiful. Remember, we also want the dig yield on this, improve yield, that was researched in the previous stage, Clarke County. Expedition map. I believe the Apatosaurus is around here somewhere. Where is it? Apato. Come on, don't let me down, Apato. Where are you? That's Dryo and Apato. There is a site with just Apato, I believe. I may have already been there. Who knows? I'll have to do the Dryo. Oh no, Diplo and Apato. Yeah, and there's a site there with Dryo and Apato. we'll do that one because this site really does love the big herbivores, a lot of patos. Yeah, it's all good. Also on the science centre we want extraction capacity. In the meantime we'll build a staff centre so we can hire an extra scientist. We're not making any money at the minute, but that's fine. Okay, I'm going to want a power station because I'm not paying to keep replenishing them emergency generators. Giant waste of money. Okay, yeah, that's scenery stuff that we deleted there to make space here. It's worked out well. How's that terrain constraints? How? Okay. Did the old trick of just spamming the button enough for it to recognise. Okay, one substation there. Still keep getting the glitch where it's giving me the emergency generators. I don't fall for that. Okay, let's get this connected up and path, and that'll save a lot of money right from the beginning. Okay, another one there because this is where I'm going to start building this fencing. Okay, let's get the thingy there. We're going to want a hatchery on this. Terrain constraints, yeah, lovely. And a good tip here for getting the max size out of your buildable area. Pick a viewing gallery first and just see where its kind of cone of vision is, and that'll cover kind of to the back of there. Yeah, and then we know when we build the enclosure that we're getting the max thing, the max enclosure size for the viewing gallery, if that makes sense. Hopefully it does. That there also needs powering up. If you are fairly new to this, the pause mode on this is your best friend. You know, I've used it a few times just to make sure I'm explaining stuff as thoroughly as possible. We've got a patos imminent. I could make an enclosure out of terrain, but I'm not going to bother with that. Only if that's needed do I do that. It's just much more of a faff making enclosures out of terrain than it is with fencing. Much easier this way. Okay, and that is going to be a great enclosure for some sauropods. If I do the fencing right, of course. Okay. And connect that up. Get these pathed up as well. And as soon as them patos are in, we're going to be in the money. Uh-oh. Whoa. This may be a crash. Not sure what's going on. What the... Right. I'll switch to mouse real quick. Basically, I think my controller's like desynced, so just have to sort that real quick. Let me disconnect it and turn it off, and I'll resync the controller. Yeah, it's definitely desynced because I've just removed it in Windows settings and it's not actually desynced it. Turned it off, whatever. So all we have to do is just resync it. And it's weird because that only happens like every few months or something, I don't know. Weird that it decides to happen midstream. And controller is now reconnected. Look how quick of a fix that was. Huh? Come on. Come on, hot fix. There we go. We're back. We are back. Back online. Back in business. Okay. Apatos are coming in. They're not going to be enclosed right away. But never mind, eh? I'm going to need a scientist with 3 genetics to be extracting fossils. So we'll have him. Yeah, and we'll triple speed it. We're going to be losing money momentarily. Not too bothered about that. going to be a big sauropod enclosure here. No way are them fences going to be done in time, but if I need to send a team to trank them, then I will. Not too fussed, you know. That's all good. There we go. It says dino threat, but they move so slow that the fence will probably outrun them. Yes, 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 yes. Lovely. Right, let's see what fossils we got. With that lovely dig yield. Look at all that extra stuff there. Diplos, Apatos. Let's max out. Replace a 2 with a 3 just to get the most out of it. Then we want another expedition back to the Diplo Apato, Dryo Apato sites. Wherever it went. Dryo Apato. Yep, good. And what it's going to want me to do is breed these, basically. So, that's what we're doing. Right, on pause. Okay. Now, we will have negative revenue. That's only because these dinosaurs are not classed as enclosed. As soon as that goes away, they will be okay, basically. So, let's make these happy. I'm going to need some cover, of which we can supply lots of. Tall leaf. There we go. And a little bit of water. There. And now they're happy. nice and easy with that one. Okay. Increase the genome of the Apato. I'm working on that. Okay, got to start small because money's tight. Okay, profit per minute. We are actually losing money. We can fix that quite easily. Let's get a small hotel down. 100k, no problem. Restrooms, toilets, emergency shelters, all that good stuff. And then we'll also have some medium amenities going down here as well. Projected guests, practically none because it's pretending that they're not going to be powered, but we'll get past that. Okay, and then no substation here and here. That covers everything nicely. Pylons. There we go. Ooh, we're going to be in the money now. And also going to want a gate on there. Going to want some maintenance stuff going on. Nothing is maintenanced up at the minute, so we want to be getting that sorted. There. Come on. And there. Not a bad thing. Do I have a maintenance team? Not yet. Let's build one then. All this stuff is going to be money making stuff. Maintenance facility, roughly in the middle of all of that. Okay. Let's get that placed there. Now our maintenance guys can be assigned to all of them posts. The usual setup kind of stuff at this point. Okay, we'll have another gate over here. Okay, we'll pick a contract. Can't do that yet actually. That's fine. We'll have another gate here, just so the maintenance teams can get in on that nice and easy. We'll also have an emergency generator somewhere where it covers that fence in, just in case the power goes out, and then all the gates won't just spring open. Okay, so now we can arrange these to make us some money. Getting all of that stuff done. That and that, yeah. I've explained numerous times how the amenities setup goes. Okay, fossil display, fish tank, and that. Can't quite max that out. It's fine. Not bad. Setting these up. Claw machine, jukebox, fossil display, beautiful. Okay, now we should be in positive money. Nope, not quite. That's okay. Hopefully we get loads of treasure from the dig yield. Yeah, that'll do. Do another expedition then while we're here. Apato Dryo site we're looking for. Depleted for the Dryo. And I think the other site's depleted for the Apato as well. I think.
I believe we have everything we need
Fossils.
to synthesize a male, so let's
Apato.
Those
Apato.
dinosaurs were sent to us courtesy of our very
Apato.
generous client.
Yep.
Huh?
Okay, so
They
we
need
can
to
just
be
spam
treated right.
Dryos now then.
So, needless to say, we better be synthesizing the most
fine.
charming sauropod this place has ever seen.
This is going
Yes,
fantastic.
well, I'm sure
Beyond
they'll all get
fantastic.
along wonderfully. We should ensure that
Profit
the
is
males
now
and
up.
females
Look, we're
will
in the
end up
green
same
now.
enclosure,
We're not
and
losing
that
money.
they're nice and comfortable.
Right, in here we're going to need some ranger posts to scan these, because we're going to cohabit a few species in here just to get that cohabiting stat up later on, of course. A little bit of water down this end just so that when dinosaurs start to cohabit they can kind of spread out a little bit, choose where they want to be rather than all have to keep coming back, kind of all having to gather here for the water basically. Yeah, we're on it. Right, so synthesize and incubate, release a male Apato. Okay, right, so humble, yeah, fertile, yeah, not even bothered about fertile. We'll keep him humble though. Gonna need more genetics and welfare, but we're in the money now. Oh, big genetics character, yes. I'll reset these. Need a big genetics guy. There we go. Trinity. That'll do. Right, synthesize these Apatos then. Yep, and we can keep the expeditions rolling. Can I pick a contract yet? I can. Lovely stuff. Build a functioning tour ride. This is another one. We're yet to see this. Okay, build a functioning tour ride. Remember I researched that in the last park. You go to attractions, find your tour ride. Any tour ride costs 75,000. This will pay out 300,000. And all you do is, it's not even connected to like an enclosure or anything. Just make a really small track. Path that up. And there it is, it's done. Then you can switch straight to delete mode and delete it for some easy money. Absolute contract abuse. Okay, we'll do something like that again, if there is anything. Provide for your guests. Look at this, once again. One medium amenity for shopping. Okay. There. Placed. Delete. Repeat, you know. Right, they are now incubated. Synthesized, should I say. We need one male to go out there with them. And yeah, gonna get rid of the one female because these guys literally need loads of space, even when they're humble. Look, too few adult males. They need one adult male to make them happy. But they're still comfortable enough. They just need one adult male. They've got plenty of everything though, so that's all good. The end objective for this is tour visibility, number of naturally bred animals, number of cohabiting species. Okay. So there's going to be like galleys and stroofies in here, basically. These are patos like pretty much everything, I believe. If we go to the preferences, look, they like everything. Not other sauropods though. Or hybrids. Which is the case with a lot of species. They just don't like the hybrids. Can I make some stroofies, galleys, Archaeornithomimus, galleys? Are these humble? Always got to be humble. Yeah, let's get some galleys on the go as well then. That'll boost ratings. Because then we're working towards the species cohabiting goal, you see. We're doing great now. We are pushing towards 5-star China for this. And we're doing it very, very efficiently. Okay, there's only one dig site I can access with my current skills. Only requires 1 logistics for that. If you have any questions about what I'm doing here, any gameplay tips or anything, please ask in the chat. I'm happy to slow things down, explain what I'm doing here on stream, you know. We are going to want these breeding, these Gallimimus, so here we go. We'll have them like so, yeah. Now let's release that one Apatosaurus, the one male Apatosaurus there. Ensure the female are cohabiting with the males, yeah. And then it's probably going to want me to place maybe a thingy, a nest or something, I don't know.
Okay, excellent. Now all we need to do is let nature take its course. Just like it would have done on this very spot in Cretaceous China.
Support in laying 3 eggs. Okay. It's going to be a large nesting area for this one. Okay. And then we can create the plan. What's this? Look, success rate 34, 27. It's going to be this one. There we go. Just pushing these objectives along nicely. Expedition map. I've got my logistics guys back. I've already got a dig team out. Okay. I can justify that. There's enough there. Profits are on the up. Okay, now we can also release these galleys, but I'm going to release them via airlift down at the other end of the enclosure over here, and stick I think they need a medium nest. Increase juvenile population to 3. Yeah, we're gonna. Oh, look at that. That's an easy one. No, that's all right. We'll do the juvenile population one because it pays out $1 million for basically nothing. Yeah. Stick 1 nest there for the galleys. Okay. Takes ages to airlift species out of there. Was that a fail? It was. Let's retry it. 27%. So it's probably going to take, on average, 3 to 4 attempts on that. Okay, and they're going to be a little bit unhappy, of course, so let's fix that up. What do they need? Ground leaf. Easy. Stick a load in this corner and there for them, just so they've got plenty to surround that nest. They're going to be super happy with all of that. Yes, look at that. We're on triple speed as well. Let's get an expedition on the go. Okay, where have we not been yet? For the Tyrannus? No, it's too expensive for me, that one, right now. Increase total juveniles. Yeah, I was kind of hoping with that objective that that'd be kind of part of it. You can do that in under a certain amount of time. No, it's just $1 million, I think, for the 3 juveniles. Okay. Nest preferences. Why is it? Oh, no compatible animals, yeah. That's only because I'm not actually sure why that is. Gallimimus, why is it not happy? Multiple nests required, that's why. Okay, right, let's fix that up. So it's probably going to need a bunch of 3 together. Another medium nest in this corner. Kind of out of the way. Now let's set up a breeding plan. I know these guys are fresh out of the hatchery, but I'm going to need to kind of be spamming. What's that, 19%? Because one of the end goals for 5 stars on this is to have 15 bred dinosaurs. Not bred as in bread that you eat, you know what I mean? Naturally bred dinosaurs. Tour visibility, that's one of the things we can do right at the end. Number of different species, 10. if you notice in Clarke County, the last stage, I actually spent a lot of time doing expeditions while I had all them scientists. So we've actually got tons, absolutely tons of dinosaurs for the species limit. Next up, we can probably do Lokiceratops. They get on with galleys and struthies. And then we've got a good portion then of the way towards the 5 stars for this. Humility 100%, because we hatch these last stage. Every single dinosaur we hatch going forwards is going to have the humble trait. Every single one, without fail. Yeah, just makes them really easy to manage, okay? Right, this is also a fail. Just keep trying with it. And I actually set up... Did I set up a breeding plan on this? Okay, retry on this one as well then. Go on. That's all I'm focusing on right now. Breeding programs and them Lokiceratops. Nest claimed. Oh, lovely. The galleys have took to that. The Apato, has that took to that maybe? I hope so. Come on. Retry. I mean, the odds of that failing for 3 or 4 times when it's like 25, over 25% chance of happening is kind of insulting, to be honest. Right, scientists, gonna want a big welfare guy. He'll do. Justin Wells. Not enough money. Oh my goodness, I have been spending some money on them breeding programs. Oof, been draining the account. Eggs found for what? Eggs found. Oh, eggs found for the galley. Okay. Don't know why the music's gone all dramatic like that.
I understand. Some of the eggs are missing.
Smart money's on those Extinction Now people, right?
Oh, what?
I really thought they were
Someone been
on top
snatching
of
my eggs.
Dino egg steel. Juveniles are valuable, I guess.
If it was Extinction Now, I doubt they're thinking.
I've literally drained my own bank account with this. What was that? 39%, and it's just not happening, is it?
They stole life, and they did that to slow us down. It doesn't make any sense to me. Well,
Extinction Now clowns on this.
We should nurture what's left and make sure that the juvenile is comfortable and safe. We owe it that.
Juvenile population to 3. Lovely. There's some money. Have 1 juvenile Apato leave the nest. There we go. Animals claim the nest. Okay, and look at this. Look, about to incubate. I needed a... Oh no, I've got the welfare guy now for this without hiring more scientists. Wouldn't hurt to have these fertile as well. I might even tweak these guys. Oh, they've already been synthesized. That's alright. The humble anyway, so that's all good. I'll stick a nest down for them just in case. Okay, and then that'll be the 3 cohabiting species. Naturally bred animals. The galleys will keep breeding to fill that up. Tor visibility 35. So I might even build a little tor here. Okay. So we'll do that now, and then that gets part of the tor requirement out the way. It says it's going to need power, but it's attached to a fence with power, so that's not going to be a problem. Just put a little tor through here. Nothing too extreme, just so they can see what's in here, basically. That'll be a good attraction as well to bring guests in, make some more money. All good. Let's have a look. Is the path crowding a bit extreme? Yes, it is. Toilet needs... Oh, just near the entrance there. Okay, so make use of what little money that you have, just making sure your guests are completely happy. Why? Why though? Why is that? Oh my goodness. You just have to ask sometimes, why? Why won't that place there? Right, I placed the hotel. Is that good? It's good. And paths. It was over here where these viewing galleries are, basically. Width medium, replace brush. Get that just along here. Make use of the money. Okay. Now on the management views, you'll see, look, that's fixed a lot of issues there. Revenue should now go up again, in theory. With the overall park rating, look, number of different species too. But we've got these incubating. We can do another expedition. Somewhere cheap, ideally. Before we do that, we'll see if we can get the contract for... I was going to say for the expeditions, look, but we've got the one for medium amenity there. One medium amenity for drinks. Okay. And you know the motto by now. Place, delete, repeat. Yep. Free money. I'm so quick trying to do that that it's not even allowing me to do that. Okay. There we go. One medium amenity for food. Okay, let's go. It's ripe for abuse. It wouldn't surprise me if they patch this. Place, delete, repeat. Free money. Expedition map. Where are we going to go? Where are we going to go in here? Brachy and Edmonto. Brachy and Diplo. Good combo, that. 500k, that's alright. Let's have a look at dig sites again. Contract, should I say. Release any 5. Well, I'm about to release 4, but that damages my rep with the security division, so I don't want that. No, all the rest are pretty bad. Build a functioning tour ride. Yep, I've already shown how to do this one. Okay, so we go to attractions, tour ride. Yep, all we do is, look, just make the smallest little track you've ever seen. Path that up. Oh, I'm on replace, there we go. Brush. Yeah, there we go. And straight away, we can just delete that. Got some free money. How do you like that? Showing all the tips and tricks here. I'm going to triple speed it. I've got any fossils? Yeah, may as well get them extracted as well. Lovely stuff. Flying along. Making some good money already as well. That is quite spectacular. Comfort's actually too low on these guys. What do they need? A bit of tall leaf? Why not? There we go. There's what you need. Galleys, are they all happy over here? Yeah, they all seem to be happy enough. Just waiting for these eggs to hatch. Well, out the hatchery, not the nesting area. Overcrowded? Oh, the guests are overcrowded, yeah. I kind of knew as much. I bet it's around that tour ride. Yeah. I need to research the wider paths. It's okay. Right, Loki Ceratops all want to just stay around here, so I'm just going to do that. Let's have a look at contracts, if it'll let me. More guests. Disease free. Look at that. Build up the rep with the security division as well. So we'll keep that rocking and rolling. What? Gave me the option twice there. Whatever. Number of cohabiting species, naturally bred dinosaurs, tour visibility, number of different species. Look how we're just fast tracking our way here to the 5 stars. Look at this. Drop a quick save as well. Lovely. Drop a quick save there. And obviously with the 3 species cohabiting, the revenue's going to go up on all this stuff. Yep. What about accommodation rating? Yes, I knew that was going to be the case. You just get a feel for that. Always make sure your accommodation rating's 100%. It means you'll get more guests in your park. Okay, that should boost it.
I see the breeding program has
Increase
already
genome
shown
of the
progress.
Patago Titan.
Very good.
Synthesize,
But we need to do
incubate,
more.
release Patago
The
Titan.
client expects greater
And a
species diversity
Mamenchisaurus.
and more
Okay,
naturally
these
occurring
guys are
dinosaurs,
expensive, if
and
I
that
remember
is what
rightly.
they will get. Make it so.
Patago is down there,
Nature briefly
700k.
can't be rushed,
Oof, that's rough.
I guess the business world never got that.
I may even cheese it a
well,
little bit and
I
just
can
go back
advise
to
on the
Clarke
breeding side of
County
things, I
to
guess.
do all these.
Using a little bit of animal husbandry and a dash of pheromones.
Okay.
Don't ask me how I obtained
Mamenchi
them.
is
We can
around
encourage
here
specific
somewhere. Yeah.
dinosaurs to breed
A
with
million
higher
a
chance of
pop.
success. Worth a
Wowza.
go, right?
Yeah. I'm going to abuse the system a little bit. Because I've got Clarke County set up so well, I'm going to go back there and I'm going to abuse their facilities and money to get Patago and Mamenchi up to 100% from there. Better scientists, basically unlimited money. Yeah. I can't really turn it down, the opportunity to use the facilities here. Yeah, a little bit cheeky, but the game lets you do it. So it's an old trick from Jurassic World Evolution 1. Do you know what I mean? Where you could literally just keep hopping between islands. But with that, it let you carry the fossils between as well. You could smuggle treasure from one island to another. Okay, right, so expedition map. Let's get this show rocking and a rolling. Patago Titan, there we go. I might even abuse dig sites while I'm here. Patago, got no fossils there. I may as well abuse the research while I'm here though. Attractions, what we talking? Lagoon stuff. Okay, research again. Guests, large hotels. Let's get this money working for us. Research again. Genetic stuff. Drought tolerance. This is what I mean. Look how well I had this set up. Okay, medicine. Probably more gene modification will be acceptable. Yeah, there we go. Lovely. Right, in the meantime, it's going to take 1 minute. Okay, Tazzy looks like he wants letting out. He's an old man now. He's 12 and a half. I'm going to leave that at half speed. Do you know what I mean? And I'll hit be right back on that as well. Thank you to everybody who's still watching. I know there's nobody chatting at the minute, but thank you to the 10 people who are watching. Much appreciated. I'm going to be like 1 minute. I'll be real swift, I promise. Hello there, I am back. Just went to get some more ice for the Pepsi. Okay, and we can return to this now at triple speed. As you can see, the hookworms from before has been cured. Okay, when things start doing, I'm just going to set as much research, you know, as much research and stuff going as possible. Corel says, still here, just having dinner. That's all good. Thank you, Corel. I hope you're enjoying your dinner. You don't have to respond to that. I'm just saying. I like to be left in peace when I'm eating. Research there. Gene mods. Not quite enough. Okay. Medicines, maybe? Tuberculosis. Yeah, may as well do that now. Why not? Got the money to do it. Add an upgrade to a paleo med facility. Yeah, that's going to be easy. Additional team. There we go. Look at that. That was free. Expedition map is still ongoing. No fossils yet. Research can we do? More dig sites. Yes, yes, yes. Requirements not met. That's all good. Can do that one though. So let's do that. Beautiful. Look at this. Should have just stayed here before and just cleared as much as I could. Research complete. Tuberculosis. Okay. Just waiting for them fossils to come in. Can we pick another contract here? Boost up the reputations. Research staff task upgrades. Look at this. +1/+1. Research staff task upgrades. Okay. Can do. Staff task upgrades. Yeah, it's because they're all out. They're all out on business at the minute. Staff task upgrades. I basically get that for free. The way that's worked out like that. I'll wait for this expedition to do, and then we'll have a look at staff task upgrades. Staff task upgrades. Yeah. Okay. Staff task upgrades. Research. Cheaper research. There we go. Took it down from 1 mil to 700k there. Beautiful. We'll go for that Patago again. Patago Titan. We've got the dig yield on this. So yeah. And hopefully we'll be able to start some extractions here as well. I didn't want to do this over in China because it's so expensive. May as well do it here and then just go over there, you know. I didn't have enough money over in China. Let's go back over here and do everything here. Okay, triple speed. It's going to take a while for some of this stuff to do, but I basically just scored staff task upgrades for free. Something like 600k for the contract, and I managed to cheapen the research to 700k. So yeah, lovely. Control center, can possibly put an upgrade on that. Improved admin, increase scientist hiring fees, decrease, and scientist salaries, decrease the cost of construction, improve motivation, research required. I might even research that if I can. Oh, it's part of that. Okay. As soon as I've got that staff task upgrade, I'm going to put it on the control center for the increased efficiency, which will reduce task times on everything. Yeah. So then it's the treadmill. This is what I was saying last night and tonight about getting a park set up where money, fossils, extraction, research just flies in. Improved efficiency. Look, task time across the site by 20% decreased. That's dangerous. That is very, very dangerous. Because now we can really abuse the research. Right, enclosures, lagoon hatcheries, because for the Malta map we are going to need all of this stuff anyway, so getting that done ahead of time for that is going to be good. Medium electric fences. Can I do some gene mods as well while we're here? They don't need a lot of logistics. Now I think everyone's tied up at this point. Probably going to spend another couple of minutes here before going back to China. Okay. Fossils. Keep that synthesis train going. Get some more gene mods on the go. Can't do that just yet. Dig sites, possibly. Let's have a look. No, low on logistics. Operation. Nope. Oh, power station upgrades. Okay, that'll do. Just making the most use of the time while I'm here. more expeditions are in. Got to wait for the extractions first. But in the meantime, I will send a team over to the Patago Titan. The Mamenki, should I say, the Mamenkisaurus. Nearly misspoke there. Right, we'll send... I'm going to have to send this guy, unfortunately. He will need to rest up after this. Fossil extractions. Okay, come on, let's keep the show on the road. I think there was a guy there I could rest up. This guy. Research done, medium electric fence. Task time has dropped, remember, so we're all over this now. Yeah, this is now my abuse park for research, fossils, extractions, just because of the task time decrease. Fossil extraction complete. Can I justify that? Yeah, of course I can. There we go. Let's go over to scientists. It looked like there was one unassigned that was kind of... Yeah, there we go. Let's get them all resting up where possible in between these tasks. Fossil extraction complete. Okay, and research complete. Enclosures. What else can we get? Aviary hatchery upgrades. 100k. It's not going to take long. We're going to just be abusing the research while we're here. Dig sites as well, not a bad idea. Could really do with that, but it's okay. What do I need for that? Progress through Japan. Security rating. Yeah, we'll have that next. That's quite expensive. Okay. We're flying. Combat, increased genome. Reset. Tour ride. 600k for that. Okay. I'm just going to leave that on because I don't even need to be pleasing these people anymore. Not even bothered. Not bothered at all. I'm just here for the fossils and the dig teams and whatnot. Okay. Aviary hatchery upgrades. Getting as much research in here as possible. Scientist training up to level 5. I tell you what, I'd like to do that before I leave. I think I will. Just make sure that one gets done. Guests, that's all good. Hybrids, no way. Gene mods, no. Everyone's busy. Just got to accept that at this point. Research complete. Research complete. Carnivore dig sites. Resting complete. Right, we can definitely get some other stuff on the go then. Research wise, I want that so I can upgrade the scientists. For who I've got here, can I upgrade their logistics? Unassigned. What's he got? 10. Yeah, I can't boost him. Any big logistics people? Resting. Can't train. Expedition. Yeah, everyone's tied up. All my logistics people are tied up at the minute. And that's fine. Just going to have to wait then, I guess. Have I got fossils to extract? No. The extraction capacity has kind of made that so. Expedition fossils sold. Gain. Oh, that is rough. Yeah, she's not even that good. Lose fossils, lose hair, gain +2 security. Yeah, that's fine. We can hire somebody new, somebody better, someone with big logistics. Whoa, look at that for an all-rounder. Whoa, she cost $1 million to hire. That's pretty wild. Okay, I can't train her up. She's already level 4. But we can go to research now, I believe, and complete this. Oh yeah, can I do cheaper research? Bring that down from 2 mil to 1.4. Yes. expedition because them fossils got nabbed. Or at least some of them did. Mamenki, I'm short of logistics. Train, can I boost any logistics people up? No, they're already boosted. I can't get them any higher than that. Can I build another staff centre though? Only when that's researched. Okay, that's fine. Fossils. Nothing. All my fossils got nabbed. Oh, they all got nabbed. That's no fun, is it? Okay. That's all good. Can't go back to that dig site yet until I've got my logistics people. 4 minutes. 4 minutes? Okay. Right. I'll leave that at normal speed then. It's going to be about 3 minutes. I'm just going to let Tazzy out. He is an old man now. I know I keep saying this, but he does whine at me to go out quite often. 12.5 years old. He's still fit as a fiddle, but, you know, his bladder's not what it used to be. So I'll be right back. Okay, give me 2 minutes. Just 2, and I'll be back. Thank you to everybody who's still watching. I know you're not chatting, that's fine, but I appreciate everybody who's watching the stream. I hope you're enjoying, hope you're getting some good tips. Okay, I'll be back real soon. Hello, I am back. Okie dokie. So, we've just got that research done. We also need an expedition for the Mamenki. Want to be getting this up. Positive influence. Yeah, gotta love that. 20%. Okay, faster expeditions here would be lovely, but I don't have one of them scientists. Sorry if I'm a little bit hiccupy. Got the Pepsi on the go. Not sponsored. It's kind of tradition that I say what drink I'm on. Pepsaroo. Okay. Flying along. Let me check my audio is on. Just going to double check. Yes, it's on. Good, good, good. Right, let's fast forward then. Let's see what other research we can abuse on this. Dig sites. I wanted that Quetzal dig site. Ooh, can't quite do that. Can I train up scientists some more? My R1 button is on the fritz, shall we say. Ooh, look at this. Yeah, get that up. That. Maxed out. Look at that. Proper all-rounder. 583. Okay, let's get him up on logistics as well. That should do the trick. Dig sites now. We've got money beyond what we could ever like run out of now. Ooh, that's rough. Get rid of that one and use that one. Not quite disgruntled yet. Just a smidge away from being disgruntled. That's good with me. What profit is this park making? 500k a minute. Check everyone's happy. Oh, I can't believe I haven't got these status checked. That is rough. Okay, let's do that then. Kind of an oversight, but I've set them up so well that they're all happy anyway, so not too big of a deal. Okay, and then get these guys, scanning these up. It's going to say can't make it there. Oh, I did put gates on these, didn't I? Yeah, good. Okay. Lovely stuff. Back to triple speed then. Expedition complete. Treasures and Mamenki. Okay, and then we need another expedition over to the Mamenki site. This is to make sure when I return to China that I've got these 100% basically. So Patago should be 100%. Yes. Excelente. Okay. Expedition map. More stuff has just opened up on the expedition map. Dig sites. These are all locked behind progress elsewhere. It is what it is. Operations. That is all maxed. Security rep. Attractions. Can I get anything here? Dinosaur encounters. Yeah, go on. It's part of 100% that I get all this stuff done. That scientist there, nearly disgruntled. Can I rest? Yes. Oh, thank goodness. Get that one rested as well. And he's on an expedition. Research. Can I keep on going with gene mods? I can. It's all part of 100%. Key tip right now. You see, while I've got a really comfortable park set up, money coming in with loads of good scientists, this is the spot to be. Look how many tasks I've got going down here. You understand what I mean? We're flying. Research complete. Research complete. It's not guess, is it? It's the attractions bit. The custom attractions. Yep, there we go. Anything else? Gene mods. Yep. Okay, let's keep this show on the road. Look at this. Medicines. Can I do any of these? Nope. Gene mods it is then. Keep focusing on these. Ho 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 ho. Look at all that stuff I've got queued down the side there. I am over the moon with how well this is going. You've seen every single tip and trick that I use so far. And notice even with spending all that money, you know, I'm still not going down in money. It's set up so well. I'll do that one, and then there's a guy who needs resting. Where is he? Okay. I'll return to China with just like loads of genome progress. I'm gonna be like, where you been? Been busy. Okay, dig sites, no. Enclosures, can I do anything else here? No. Gene mods is going to be the one. That'll clear out all of the gene mods. Look at that. Research out the wazoo. Are all these guys happy? They are. Obviously, while I'm doing this, I'm not making any progress in China. But in the long run, this is going to pay off. Okay, Patago, Mamenki. That does bring it up to 100%. So as soon as all these researches are done, these fossils are extracted. I'm not going to do any more expeditions because the Patago is fully done. It's at that dig site I was trying to highlight there. Okay. Triple speed. As soon as they're extracted, we'll go back to China. Okay. Whoa, where's my ranger team? Why are these not being scanned? Not really fussed. Okay, right, back to China. Just kind of absolutely abused the multi-pack mechanic on this. Just like I'd usually do on Jurassic World Evolution 1. Anybody in the chat who wants to, anybody watching who wants to chat, did you ever play Jurassic Park Operation Genesis? I remember getting that for my PlayStation 2. I was blown away. The graphics on that were really impressive as well. I loved it. Right, so we've returned here, right, with the Patago Titan and Mamenchisaurus ready to go. Which has completely bypassed all the money needed for doing that here, which would have cost a fortune. These are humble, so they need ground fibre and cover. Ground fibre, the humble, yeah, and a bit of cover. Okay. Carell says, never played it before. Yeah, Jurassic Park Operation Genesis is kind of the first Jurassic Park builder. Really, really good. Early 2000s, yeah. And Jurassic World Evolution is kind of like the spiritual successor to them games. Really, really good. Still hold up as well. Really good. Lots of mods for them as well. Quite a lot of the modders for that game actually came over to Jurassic World Evolution. Okay, right, so I need to come up with some scientists here. This R1 button is kind of annoying me now. Can rest up. We'll rest up everybody because I'm getting sick of having them constantly in need, do you know what I mean, of rest. And then another big welfare guy if we can get one. Wow, yeah. Christina Sanguini. Okay. That does entertain me. It's a funny-ish name. Adult population. Yeah, we'll go triple speed on this now. Because they're going to be happy. Comfort. They're only lacking comfort because they haven't got the adult population. But the last one here is landing in. Which makes them happy. And also, that means that we've got the cohabiting species. Okay, we've got juvenile apatos. Number of cohabiting species. I don't understand why these aren't classed as cohabiting, because they are. Okay, Tour visibility 17 out of 25. Number of naturally bred animals. I might just make a Gallimimus, Struthiomimus enclosure, something like that, and basically let them breed and just have a tour ride through it, just to literally, you know, get them ratings up. I might have to wait for a bit more money to come in first before I do that, but that is the ultimate goal going forwards. The missions are one thing, getting the 5 stars another, but if you can be doing missions while working towards 5 stars, you're definitely on a winning streak, you know. So let's have a look then. Patago, 300k. Ooh, it's a bit expensive. Want to humble that up. Oh yeah. So I've got resting scientists. Patago, and let's make sure that that Mamenki, wherever it is also humbled up. Okay. Fast forward. Need to wait for all them scientists to recuperate. The money's slowly trickling in. Later on that becomes available. I might not even be able to, I might be able to do this without using any of that extra area. Just with efficiency. I might have to use a little bit of it, do you know. Using that trick again with the viewing galleries. Rotate it just to a point where you can see the edge of the map, basically. I'm just going to explain this quick. And then you know where to place, and along the back end with a fence, and then your viewing galleries can see it all. I've somehow chose the aviary viewing gallery for some reason, but you'll see what I mean. So if I place this here, like so, with the edge of where they can see, kind of along the back edge, like that, and also another one here. I'm just looking where my build limit is, and roughly about there, and then another one, because these Patagos and Mamenkis are going to take a lot of space. Do you understand what I mean? Even when they're humble, they really do require a lot of space. So we'll get that right close to the edge there, about there, and we'll fence all of this up now. Get that fence just into the powered area. And you see where I'm building this fence now, from what I explained just a second ago. This will be like right at the tip of the viewable area with the viewing galleries. Just slightly too steep that for the fences, which is mildly irritating, but I can go around it. Don't really bother me. And I think the Patago and the Mamenki only doing a batch of 1, so yeah, that's the batch that we're going to do. Once they're done and released, then basically the amount of money that's going to be made in this park is going to be unreal. I'll also have some Struthiomimus in there breeding, and we'll put a park tour through this as well. And then just basically completing mission objectives while working towards 5-star on this. Much more efficient than I did it in the long play. But obviously that was my first playthrough of this, and I didn't fully know how to optimize. I had a good idea, but not fully. Right, so we'll have one of those there, another one here. It's going to take a while for that stuff to do. Okay, because we're going to have like guest buildings along here, so doing this ahead of time is going to pay off. Where's the nearest pylon? There. Check power. Where is it? Yeah, 50 odd. Going to need another power station somewhere out the way there. And And hopefully you can see how all this is coming together now. My speed running techniques are coming into play a little bit. We're going to get another fence bit here, look. Gonna little overview. That's roughly the halfway mark. Because these Mamenkis and Patagos are so hungry for space. So hungry. Okay, so we'll get loads of gates all along this. We'll have an emergency generator, backup generator, in case the power goes out. Storms, things like that, and then the gates won't just magically open. And do you remember what I said about using the maintenance facilities efficiently? So basically, you can see where that stuff's all covered there. That's covered by a maintenance facility roughly around here. But then if they've got split attention, they're not going to be maintaining the park very well. So basically we'll have one more here, operations, maintenance facilities, and these will cover all of this on their own without being distracted by anything else. Okay, so maintenance team, add task, and then that is just this maintenance facility's sole objective, to keep all of this repaired. And you can see the efficiency now building up. Yeah. Now all our scientists are rested. We can do a Patago and Mamenki. They are humbled up. We'll double check that. Humbled, good. Mamenki. There we go, perfect. And Patago, not quite enough, which is a shame. Management, yeah, I'm still making money. Okay, so we'll hire another scientist. Big genetics, hopefully. Not quite. 3 may do it. Okay, let's try again. Patago. There we go, it's doable now. Cheaper synthesis, very good. Very expensive. Let's have a look at what the issues are with the economy for this. Path capacity, yeah, kind of knew that. Transport rating is also another issue. Okay, let's fix that up, because we're going to be losing money if we're not fixing that up. Okay, so can it wedge? I think it's the pylon preventing that. Ooh, it can wedge there. Okay, good. Then another one. Probably just here for now. I'll add another station if and when them Patagos and Mamenkis come into play over in this enclosure. But for now, that should fix things up. We're going to 5-star this in no time. Yeah. No time at all. Right, so we're incubating dinosaurs here. My R1 button is literally thing. I've got a thing on order to clean it out, but it's irritating. It's fine. That actually needs a little bit of power. So let's substation that, get it, you know, linked up. 60 out of 60 there. But we've got another power station here, using only 14 out of 60, so that's good. Synthesizing, and as soon as they're synthesized, let's get them incubated. Humble, short-lived, fine. Okay, right, 800k. Ooh, that is pricey. That is pricey. I might not be able to afford incubating one of these. Okay. That's alright, won't take long. What about contracts? What can we do to earn some money? Ticket sales? No. Park rating? No. Construct an operational security camera. Yeah, that is so easy. Okay, operation. I've not researched it yet. Progress through Katsuyama in Japan. Oh my goodness. Well, guess I can't do that straight away then. Research power 4 at the science center. No. Incubate 2. No, that's rubbish. Tour ride. Build a functioning tour ride. Oh, we like this one. That's actually going to be good because I'm going to install that ahead of time here. Okay, so we can actually basically get a free tour ride out of this. Place it about here. Won't let me place. Yeah, it will. Little gate there. All around here. We're going to airlift in the Mamenki and Patago when the time comes. Yep, we'll let the terrain stuff do its thing there. And tour rides all the way through this. Okay, where's the fence? Just making sure this links well. Oh, don't let me... there we go. I thought the gate was going to block it. I got a free tour ride. Lovely. We're going to be 5-star in this real quick for this one. Okay. Have I got the money for that yet? Nope. I ain't got the scientists for it. Okay. We'll just have to wait then. I forgot to do the old trick. Advanced equipment. 100k. No problem. Another hatchery wouldn't hurt here. But not too fussed right now. Not fussed at all. Eggs found. Ugh. The Apato's still breeding. Uh-oh. That's eventually going to be a problem because, yeah, I might have to just put a little bit more tall leaf in there. Where is it? Tall leaf. Just a little smidge more. Something like that. Hopefully they're all still happy because when they finally mature, they're going to need a lot of space because they're not humble. Oof. That's rough. Right, if I can hire a big welfare person here. Oh, look at this. Oh, look at this. And I've got the money now. I've got the money. Large appetite. Can't be avoided, unfortunately. Have I really got to use everybody for this? How's it telling me I've got the people for it, but I clearly don't have the people for it, do I? Scientist limit. Okay, right, we'll pause quick because I'm going to train somebody up. Just real swifty. Train. Welfare. Yep. Okay, now we've definitely got the people for it. Yeah, there we go. And then that'll complete that objective, and once that's done I'm going to be spamming like galleys in there, archaeornithos in there. I think we've got galleys over here actually. Yeah, galleys, so probably struthis and archaeornithos over to there, because then we've got cohabiting species being met, visible animals being met, and naturally bred animals as well. Number of different species also. We're currently on 3 out of 10. That'll boost nearly everything up to 5 stars while completing missions. You see how I'm trying to do synergy, make everything work together. Right, somehow I'm paused. Triple speed. Let's go. Triple speed. There's not really much else that can be done at the moment, just waiting. As soon as that, I think it's the Patago to come first. Yep, we're just going to airlift this over into this enclosure. I'm going to place a ranger team as well here, just to cover, actually, response teams. Let me just have a quick look. Ranger team. Yeah, I've actually got 2 ranger teams, so we'll just put the ranger posts in here, and then they're not going to be too split. Okay, ranger team, not the one that's already assigned to post, but the idle team, just to get the most out of them. Okay, That's actually really, really, really good. 1 medium. Park ratings of 4 stars. Always avoid that one, honestly. Right, 1 medium amenity requiring shopping. Guests, 1 medium shopping amenity. Place. Delete. Repeat. Don't need to repeat. I've got enough money. Right, Patago should have landed. Let's just see what it needs. Tall fibre. This guy's hungry, I believe. Tall fibre. Oh, yeah, instant. Cover. There. Tall fruit. God, this guy needs a lot. And a little smidge of water. There. I'll also put a little smidge in here ahead of time, because you know that the Mamenki's going to need it. That guy's happy now. Good. We do now have the empty bay in here. Archaeornithos is going to be the one. What's that? 97%. Oosh. These are humbled up, aren't they? Yeah, good. Humbled up. That's going to be the new way of saying it. Not do they have the humble trait. It's going to be, are they humbled up? They're as humble as they can get. These are going in with that Patago that I've just dropped down in there. Probably stick some small nests in with it. Couple of males there. Skittish isn't a problem. There we go. Welfare specialist. Yes, yes, yes. We are flying. We are flying now. Took a big swig of Pepsi there. Big ice cube. I couldn't swallow there for a second because it would have probably clogged in my throat. It would have been a race against time for it to melt before I suffocated. Okay. Notice how that storm probably would have took power stations down, but emergency generators kept everything running. So, right, we'll get this Mamenki in this enclosure over here. In the middle is a good spot, and then we'll start releasing them Archaeornithos in with the yeah, look at this, look. Yeah, I don't think I'm even going to need any of that area.
Remember earlier when
Tell you what I'm going to do though.
Here in front of mine? Well, we've acquired a big stretch of land.
I dislike water unless it's needed in enclosures.
We will need to carve out a route for the tour to follow.
Construct an operational Cretaceous cruise.
I'd ask if the sauropods would have a problem with it.
I've just deleted that water without even looking at that, but it's fine.
What's a bit of deep water to a neck, right?
Do I have that researched already? I believe I do. Cretaceous cruise. No, I don't. Locked behind progress here, I assume. Cheaper research, yeah, let's do that. Right, and then let's get these Archaeornithos going with this. And stick a medium nest down there. That's beautiful. And then this guy has environmental issues. He just needs tall leaf. Okay. There we go. And then probably Dryos. I did get some Dryos there. Hamalos is not going to be a bad thing either. Listros. Oh my goodness. They breed like rabbits. Okay, traits. It's already humble. Let's go. Listro. Listro, let's go. Okay. Triple speed it up. Construct a Cretaceous cruise. I'm going to see if I can get away with just constructing it, and that's it. Without it needing to see anything. We'll see. It's still being researched. Listro, let's go. 2 males, 2 females. What's the requirements on that? Any and any, good. And the humble as well. These are really going to fit into this enclosure over here. Flying along. Okay, what do these guys need? Ground leaf, I think it is. Ground fruit. Okay, we can do that. Like that. Ground fruit them up. And a bit of cover. They'll find cover. They will find cover. Yeah, they're all humble. We'll stick a bit of extra cover about there for him. And then this guy is happy. Okay, I'm going to have to hit pause there because I do need a wee. So I'll put the stream on. Be right back. I'm going to be like 1 to 2 minutes. I'll be real swift, I promise. Thank you to everybody still watching. It is really appreciated. Even when people aren't chatting, I'm enjoying streaming, just knowing that people are watching, you know, even if people don't say anything. You know, much love. So I'll be back in 1 or 2 minutes, okay? Just going to need to go for a wee. Hello there, I am back. Sorry if that took a little bit longer than expected. Just refilling the ice machine. I can't run out of ice to go with the Pepsi, not sponsored. Okay. Just a quick reminder here, if you've not liked the stream, please do. I understand a lot of people watch YouTube without, you know, subscribing, creating an account. That's all good. If you are watching, you can't hit the like button or subscribe, that's fine. You know, thank you for watching the stream anyway. It's always appreciated. Anybody watching my streams, I love it, honestly. Too few adults, that's soon going to be fixed. Overcrowded guests. Can I now research the guest paths? Yes, I can, but I need to boost up my scientists a bit. So I need some better logistics. This guy, this is the guy. Boom. Okay, and still in mad profits as well. So guests, we need the wide paths. Now we've got it, the throughfare paths. Have I got a cheaper research person? Yes, I have. Cheapen that up, because 1 million to research a path from that to that. It's like, no, come on, these things exist already. You don't need to research that. Oh, look at this. It's just handing me these objectives. Increase the largest territory population to 15. No, thank you. You know what I'm going to go for? It's the amenities. I did say on the last stream, probably going to be using that so many times, at least 50 to 100 times. So we need... oh, that's make profit from amenities. Okay, well that's going to happen soon anyway. Okay, I need more amenities. Okay, guest views. Yeah, let's get all of this stuff fixed while we're here, because any place where there's not an emergency shelter or a restroom or oh come on, or a hotel where there's not 100% accommodation rating, all of that stuff is going to affect your income on your park, and you don't want that. Okay, and I bet you that this little section of pathway here is actually affected by lack of transport rating. I bet. Yep. Okay, so now is a good time to put in a monorail station here and link that up with the existing bit over here. I might even twist a little section of it round from there. So there's a little bit of a traction rate in there because the monorail actually has visibility. I'm really unsure why that isn't allowed. We can slightly tweak it, it's fine. I think it was because it was on a pylon. Never mind. Never mind. Okay. Right. This should boost my amenity rating up once I put in some more mediums for shopping. Projected guests. Oh yeah, here we go. Food and drink. Right there. And then we're going to get these configured up using the old method. There we go. Formal wear. There we go. There we go. And beanbags. Oh, look at that. That worked out far too slick. That's actually not a bad opening product there, but I'd rather clear just one straight away with the product choice. Yeah, and yeah. This is going to make money now. Big bank. You watch. Looking for... it'll have to be that one. Superfood, juice. That's not bad. Beanbags is good. That's also good. That's also very good. Okay, that should fix all of the revenue issues. Just need wide paths. As soon as they're researched, basically. I need to construct an operational Cretaceous cruise. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to see just how exploitable this objective is. Okay, attractions. Bearing in mind I've got plenty of money now, this can be easily deleted. So, requires water. Put the path in for that. The tour track, should I say. Will that connect onto there? It will. And then I bet you the next objective is make sure dinosaurs are visible from it. We'll see. Build a lagoon consisting of 6 sections. Okay. Bearing in mind I've researched all of that in Clarke County. So, yeah, that's a given. It's done. Don't need to waste any time on that. Lagoon of 6 sections. I tell you what, I'm just going to delete that because that's going to be in the way now of this lagoon. You see how I'm just exploiting objectives. I'm ruthless. Okay, there's like a way it intends you to play, but I don't do that. Build a lagoon of 6 sections. Okay, we can do that, can't we? Look at this. Arrival of Mosasaur imminent. Ooh, my goodness. Okay, well that's going to boost ratings up, and it's going to give me extra species. Cohabiting species is done. Number of naturally bred animals. I might actually quickly put a breeding program on for this. Create a plant. What's the success rate on that? 23, 21. We'll have to do that, I think. Yep. Do that, and then it's the number of different species is going to be the final objective. You see how I've been building up the 5-star rating on this while I've been doing these mission objectives? Yeah. Okay, so arrival of the Mosasaur imminent, and thankfully I have been researching all of this stuff in Clarke County. So why does this say outside of buildable area? That doesn't make any sense. Okay. 1 lagoon viewing area. Also going to need the feeders for the lagoon. The Mosasaur needs a shark feeder or 2. We'll do 2. Insufficient funds. Wow. Okay. Yeah, I have been a bit spendy. That's fine. That's very fine, actually.
They say you can never have too much of a good thing. And with this delivery, I guess we'll find out if that's true.
But look at my revenue. It's on the way up. 2 Mosas. Yeah, these are definitely going to need 2 shark feeders.
We should make sure that it's
Have I got an objective I can do for some easy cash?
Good thinking. Comfortable dinosaurs.
650 luxury guests. That's coming soon. Corel says getting near your goal. I know. I'll tell you what. I've been really forward thinking on this. Ticket sales. That's about to go up when these Mosas come in. Yeah, that's going to be a freebie. That one.
No guarantees on reliable food sources. Temperatures
Okay.
that they never evolved for.
Right, let's have a look then.
Reptiles need our support if they're going
Yeah, it's
to
going to need
adapt.
one more shark feeder, but I was a bit low on money for that. Not anymore. Okay, and that is now happy and thriving. Me likey. Right, so have 1 juvenile Mosa leave the nest. Okay, have I not got a marine thing is there? I'll have to research it. 200k. But the revenue has gone up because I built all them other amenities, and I tell you what, to boost some of the revenue to these amenities, I'll place another viewing gallery here. Corel says, I know you can reach it. Yeah, and I'm way under the time I expected for this to take as well. I've been very efficient with this. Just waiting for stuff to research. Then I'm going to be putting a nesting area in for the Mosa. Okay, and then total species 7 out of 10. That's going to be really easy to fulfill. Really, I mean really easy. Okay, so let's put a breeding thingy in for the lagoon. It needs to be not seen. Somewhere I'm going to have to delete that. I need this kind of out of the way, otherwise it's going to be really not working. There we go. That's beautiful. Right, let's get a breeding program on the go for these. 7% chance. Oh, this is going to drain my money. This is going to drain it heavy, actually. But let's do it so it's nice and swift like that. In the meantime, going to want some more naturally bred animals. So, was there a breeding program for this? We'll retry that as well, because we're nearly there on that. Tour visibility 31 out of 35, but we're going to be incubating some. Already done. Already done. Right, let's get these listros over here then, and we'll start a breeding program for them also. Number of species is now 8 out of 10. We're nearly at the 5 stars. As I predicted, without using this area. It's not going to be needed at all. Very nice. And we are making significant money now. Not Clarke County money, but we're making money. We're not on Clarke County money. Breeding program complete. Which one was it? This one? Failed. Retry. 100k every time is rough, innit? Really rough. Let's get some stuff on the control center, wherever that is. It's here. Get that efficiency on the go. 20% less on everything. I should have done that right from the beginning, but it's fine. Everything's now 20% cheaper. Okay, just making sure the mic's on. I had to mute for a second there. That's fine. Yeah, all is well. These are being airlifted. The Moser breeding program is slowly increasing in probability. I may even put in one extra lagoon section here because the juvenile's going to require some space. We're flying along. Doing grand. Retry. Also the breeding area here. Oh, there is an animal claiming the nest. Lovely. These listros are going to need a check. Ground fibre, ground leaf. That's only... yeah, we'll do that then. That's happy. Ground fibre. Little smidge there. They are humble. Oh, look at that. And then we want a small nest. Enclosures. Tiny nest. Okay, and I'm not going to create a plan for that just yet. We've got 8 out of 10 species, number of naturally bred animals. That's gonna complete in a moment. Tour visibility is now fulfilled also. Now I just need to get this Moser breeding program going. Let me see what else I can put in that enclosure. Humble everything up. Compies, Carithos, quite humble. I'd rather some smallers though. Hamalos. Can I humble these all the way? Okay, humble them up. This brings the species up. Listros. Might get some compies somewhere. Okay. I've got a load of scientists. No, they're alright. I thought they was close to being fatigued. Disgruntled, whatever. There we go. Right, get them going, and also get some other smalls going. Psittacos, oh, they're really easy to please. Let's humble them up. There we go. Look at this. As soon as that Moser breeding program's done, basically 5 stars is just around the corner. Yeah, you'll see. We're fast forwarding here, just waiting for this to do. We've got our 2 extra species. Everything else for the 5 star is underway. Yep. Yep, because we've got all these ready to ready to come out the nursery. Select the eggs on this. Yeah, all them Psittacos. And I'll tell you what, it's about time we just release these Homalos. Where can they fit? Amongst the galleys? Not too sure about that. We'll place them in here. Look, there's loads of space along this edge that's unclaimed. Look, the 5-star is just so close. Yeah. What's the problem with this? Path capacity. Okay. Right, this is still failing. 20% now. You'd think that 2 or 3 attempts would do it. But no. Let's go back to triple speed. We're flying. That revenue now is ridiculous for here. As soon as they land, I'll check them for comfort, these Homalocephalies. Okay. These are ready to hatch as well. These Psittacos I'll probably put in this enclosure. Ticket sales of that per minute. Yeah, I might even change that objective. I'm not even too sure. Dinosaurs fighting. I don't know. Don't bother me. Okay. Right, Moser breeding program failed again. 100k every time. Ugh. Ugh. How much it's costing. Right, what do these guys need? Only just landed in. Ground fibre, ground leaf. Ground leaf. They're humbled up, so ground fibre. And a smidge of water. Why? What? Okay. There. We'll actually put a smidge. There. 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 Won't let me. There. Nope. There then. That'll be enough for them. And then Psittacos are going to be there probably as well with them. Number of species. I just need that Moser breeding program to be successful, and then basically that'll complete. I hatch these, and we're good to go. I've got the 5-star requirements here. It's done. It's just this Moser breeding program giving me. Oh, there we go. It's successful. Okay, I've one juvenile Moser hatch. There's extra space. I believe the juvenile Moser needs the marine fish feeder, not the shark feeder. Let's check to make sure that this is all covered by maintenance posts. This bit here isn't. This bit here isn't. So let's just get that assigned, just in case. We're now waiting for the Moser to hatch or be born. Live birth imminent. Here we go. Here's the Moser being hatched, being born, whatever.
We want our guests out of pocket, not out of breath, huh? No, get more transport at
Baby
the park and
Moser.
make sure that those guests are having a good time.
Baby Moser, look at it. Ain't it cute? Complete at least one operational tour attraction. Well, I mean, I've already done that. But I'll build another one. It's just the same as before, just kind of place one tiny track. The problem is that lagoons took up a lot of space. That should be okay. There we go. Objectives complete. And watch this. 5-star is just a button press away.
A huge marine reptile without consulting me?
There's 5 stars.
Or the client?
Well, I got one heck of a deal.
At the same time, pretty much. That just worked so perfect. It was unreal.
You don't want to ignore marine reptiles, do you?
Let me be
Look, we've got the
clear.
5 stars.
I do not like surprises. But
Chef's kiss.
the client is happy.
In a wanna.
Thus, they
That
are
was
trying
so
to
easy.
solve the
There
very
wasn't
real
any.
problem of finding a space in the world where large
There wasn't
animals can
any
thrive.
kind of
And they
hiccups
were
or
impressed
hold-ups
by the
there
breeding
whatsoever.
program
No
put in place.
stress. Didn't
Wait
break a sweat
second,
and didn't
this
even use the
isn't
second
a
area
dressing
for that.
down, but, congratulations.
I'm not going to triple speed
It
this
can be both. Now, do not become
because
complacent. This conservation park
when
may be
these,
doing well, but there is
pardon me,
far
when
more
these
hard
land, they
work
might
to
not
be
be
done.
happy.
Hard
In that case,
work
I'm
is
getting
not
the
my
hell
middle
out of
name.
there.
Okay, it isn't, but I'm sure it's
To
someone's
environmental
middle
needs.
name
Right, what do they
around here.
need? Ground fruit,
What
ground
an
nut.
incredible
Okay,
sanctuary for
ground nut.
nature's giants. It's places like this that offer
Ground fruit.
real hope for dinosaurs
There
to
we go, that
truly
should be enough
integrate
for
into
them.
the world.
They're so small and
Ignore the
humble.
client for a moment. We've done
Okay,
something
we've got the
amazing for these
galleys, got
animals.
this guy happy.
Ignoring the client doesn't sound
We will
great
triple
for
speed
business,
because I want to
Doctor.
see if they are
And
happy.
when we really get down
The
to
comfort
it, this
issues
might
will
lie
be
we're all doing
cover.
this.
They can find cover in there. There's plenty
You've
of
done
it.
Great work here. It sounds like you're trying to hide the softer side of yourself. You know, in the wild,
Tell you what, there is a
animals
little
hide
spot
their
there I
soft
can
belly
put
when
in
they
some
feel
cover
threatened.
actually,
But,
just to make
we're
sure.
all friends
Just about there.
Let's not bring my soft
And
belly
where are
into
they
this,
now?
Thank you very much.
Yep, it's just the adult
But no,
population
okay,
now.
fine. I guess seeing those happy animals does
Look how
warm the
quickly I
heart
got that done.
These cute little
I'm
animals,
pausing just while
the
the
Psittacosaurus, are
dialogue
rather
goes on
fascinating.
because
They have impressive
there's nothing I can
sharp
gain by
teeth
leaving this
that
triple
are
speed.
amazing at slicing through
It's all done.
cancer. Despite
As
that,
soon as the
they still
dialogue's
need to
over,
swallow
I'll
stones or
unpause,
gastroliths to
normal
help them
speed,
digest their food.
hit a save.
Eating habits aside, though,
China
I'm
5-star,
especially big
as
fan of
the
those
stream
tail
was
flips,
titled.
and I'm sure our guests
And
will
this
be
is one of the
too.
longer stages as well, so I wanted to get it out of the way. So next stream tomorrow night will be 5-star Japan and 5-star Indonesia back to back tomorrow. Normal speed. I don't want to view replacement contracts. Just give me the notification for 5 stars. That's all I want. Ha 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 ha. 5 stars achieved. Okay, so I will be ending the stream very, very shortly because I've been going for 3.5 hours now. You know, I was aiming for under 4 hours, so that's very good. But there's no point me starting one of these now because it's another hour and a half per stage. I will be streaming again tonight, Sunday night, and I will be doing 5-star Indonesia, which is this one, and 5-star Katsuyama, which is this one, Japan, Indonesia. Yeah. So yeah, I want to thank you all for watching. Throughout the stream here, the numbers have been jumping from anywhere between 5 and 12, 13 watching, with very few people chatting. I don't mind that whatsoever. Some people like to just watch and not chat anything, but I just want to say to everybody who's watched the stream, honestly, thank you very much, because I remember for many years when I started this channel, I was live streaming. I'd be streaming to 0 people, you know, and at the end of the stream, you know, there might have been one person watching now and again, and it'd be like, to the one person who was watching, thank you very much, it's much appreciated. The more people who watch, the better. I don't mind having a few people watching. I enjoy what I'm doing. I enjoy what I do. But I just want to say, everybody who watches the live streams, thank you very much. You know, I have a great time. I hope you have a great time as well. You know, that's what it's all about, isn't it? Yeah, thank you to everybody who chats as well. Corel, you have literally kept me going once again. You know, just drop in the odd chat in there for me to respond to. I hope you all have a great night. I will be back again tonight, Sunday night, with Japan, Indonesia, 5 stars for both in one stream. Yeah, 100%. So yeah, thank you all for watching. I am gonna bid you farewell. 3.5 hours tonight. Yeah, what a great stream. You know, very productive. I hope you may have learnt something or just chilled out, enjoyed yourself. It's great, honestly. Love you all. Thank you to all the subs, people who watch the videos. And yeah, much appreciated. Corel says, I never get bored watching you. Thank you very much. You know, I try and keep the conversation alive all the time, you know. Yeah, that's all good. It means a lot. I can't tell you how much it means. And it was just before this game came out, I hit 17,000 subs. I never thought this channel would get to 17,000 subs. Every time, I'm not kidding, I bring up analytics or whatever, and I see there's another 2 subs, 5 subs. I'm like, yes. 2 more people who've decided that, you know, my channel's worth subscribing to. Every subscriber means something to me, you know. It's amazing. I am humbled. I've got the humble trait, you know what I mean? I've been humbled up, yeah, by the support that I get on this channel. It is amazing. So, yeah, thank you very much. And if I don't catch you tomorrow, enjoy the rest of your weekend. If I do catch you tomorrow, that's great. All right, so yeah, enjoy your weekend. You know, much love, and I'll catch you again very, very soon. Okay. All right. Goodbye, everybody. All the best.